Hello, welcome back to another stream. Yeah, I think it's like third stream in a row today. Well, for this weekend per se, I think. But yeah. Sound not working, or I think it is working, but yeah. Tonight we're gonna be trying to complete the side quest for the underground Bellabog for today. I'll just say. We have done quite a bit during the past 2 days, probably actually. That we have tried to progress as much through the Bellabog side quest over here. But like, I think 2 of them, like, we had to like wait till the following day though, so couldn't exactly continue on for part 2 or part 3 until the next day afterwards. But yeah, nonetheless, I guess we can continue going over here if everything seems to be okay, I believe, over here. But like, yeah, yeah, I think it should be fine. So like, yeah, let's just move on to, I guess we could just complete the train track mission first, since I feel like it might be the easier one to surpass over here per se. But like, yeah, yeah, it should be over here, but oh, actually, no, this is the outside wood of Bellabog, so it's not the underground. But I think after we complete these 2, that may be it, unless there's a part 3 after here. So I guess we'll find out. But I do know that these 2 we couldn't do it yesterday, since we had to wait for the following day for the next daily commission, I guess, over here. But like, yeah, since we're already here, I guess we can do the part 2 of the minecart side quest over here, per se. But like, yeah, should be right next to him. Okay, so I'm assuming we're just gonna do more of the train puzzles for the apprentice over here, and then see what happens afterwards and whatnot. But like, okay, but this is a bit different and complex compared to the previous one. The yeah, the blocker with the yellow light on is the stuff for the loaded minecarts. Okay. Wait, it's the same, actually. Like, he made it sound like it was like something new, but but he's just rephrasing it to the apprentice over here. Like, yeah. Like, yeah, I thought the yellow one... Oh, I need to my phone now. I thought the yellow one was like, you know, where the loaded ores go to, you know, and the blue one's where the empty one goes to. But he made it sound like it was like something completely different for some reason. At least that's what I thought in my head initially. But yeah. Ooh, let's just bail off over here first. But okay. I don't think we can move this one quite yet though, because the empty cart is ready in the way for this path over here. But if we move the empty one, we might be able to like actually just put it here without having to change any of the train tracks, I'm assuming. So like, I guess we can just move the empty one for now. Oh wait, except for the first one that I completely didn't see over here. But okay, I think the left switch changes this track lane, so we just press this down and then just push this aside over here. Okay, not too bad. The one with the loaded ores, I guess we have to put it where the empty one is and then figure out the the paths in between over here. Like, So I guess we just move it to the empty spot and then... Oh, it's like stuck over here though, cause... Yeah, I forgot that the train tracks are a bit confusing, so... Like, they look like, you know, it's going only diagonally, but it's the yellow lights that like actually change directions over here besides the architecture being like so so confusing over here. Okay. We probably just switch this back though, because otherwise it's just gonna go back to where it started, since the yellow decides which path it takes. This should go straight forward still, right? But yeah, I think this is fine. It's gonna be stuck over here, but I mean we have to move it back towards the opposite direction nonetheless, you know, so let's just continue pushing this forward. And then switch the middle one. Yep, and then just place it back to where it is. Okay, not too bad. Oh, okay. We just had to claim the chest, but I thought he was gonna ask us for something else over here, but like, The master has a new puzzle this time. Go ask him about it if you're interested. Okay. This might be for tomorrow though, like how the this one was just for the following day, unless there was a few one for level 2 before level 3, but yeah, let's just move on to the next challenge then. Okay, so same thing, right? Same concept for the loading mine carts, and the empty one should be going with the blue one. So, wait, this is like the same one though, right? I feel like this is like the same exact, you know, puzzle we just did. Unless the tracks are slightly different, but... Oh, they kind of are, actually, because at first, this piece over here wasn't blue, so it only switched, like, I think this piece and, like, that piece to, the opposite ends of each other over here, so, yeah. Okay. I mean, same track, but different locations. I don't think it should be that complex. I don't know if we need like the extra space over here to get the blue one back over here, since it's only like one lane for this path over here, so we may have to move like one of the carts to like this empty space over here, or like even to that space. So because if we move like this cart over here, you know, then like it won't be able to get over here anymore, since the other cart will be taking up all the space. So let's just try to move the unloaded cart to the blue one first, and then the loaded one to the to the yellow location afterwards. Cause I don't think there's enough space in between over here for both of the two carts. Okay. Maybe have to put... Actually, I don't think we have to use this empty space. It's only this empty space that we may have to use instead, so... Yeah, I think the loader card can just go over here. But we have to switch this track as well in order to change it to the other direction. Okay. Sounds good. And then we just move the empty one to the blue and the loaded one to the yellow, and then we should all be good. I think I forgot to switch to train track, but no, that's the right way, because it needs to go over here first before it can go to the other location, because it can't go like to the right, like with at a diagonal angle. But yeah, this should be good. Need to switch some tracks in between though to make sure it's nothing stuck over here. But other than that, not too bad. I've got to move this one though, but I mean it's the last switch. It should be. I felt a bit longer than the previous level, despite them being the same format, but I mean, otherwise not too bad. Yeah, not bad. I wish this stupid brat would learn a thing or two from you that seemed to be not paying attention ever since the very first level of the train cart simulation, but I mean, I'm assuming he's still learning still from watching us solve the puzzles over here per se, but yeah. Okay. Might be another level though, so yeah. Okay, this is a bit of a different track this time. So not the same exact one, but a little bit different on the right side, it feels like. If a minecart needs to load or unload the G-Marrow, it needs to be moved to the stop next to the G-Marrow. Oh, okay. This one is quite a bit different because one of the carts are unloaded, but we need to have both unloaded, both carts be loaded in order to fulfill this puzzle over here. Because you know the signs are both yellow for loaded carts. You know, like yeah. But yeah, we need to like fill this one up before we can put one of the other, like, to the destination over here, or the other one. Just move my phone away. It's like really distracting. Well, like, yeah. I think this one might go to the left actually, because we need to like move the empty one to fill up with the gold over here, so like yeah, no matter what, the empty one has to go over here, so suppose we can just try to move this one first and then load up the second one afterwards. But we need to change the train tracks as well over here, so it can go to the other finish line. That changed this one, right? Okay, so this one can probably fit all the way. I'm not quite sure. No, probably not, because if it's like over here, it may not like switch past over here, so we may have to like move the empty one after all, so we can like put more space for the loaded one. Okay. Can we still move it though? No. Hopefully we can. Probably the bottom one. Oh, the top one. Okay. Thought I tried the top one first, but didn't really respond it initially. Okay, and then we just move the first one to the other location, and oh, probably fill up this one though as well with the ores. Okay. Need to change the train tracks again. I believe this is to the right path because it needs space to, you know, move diagonally over here. So, yeah, let's just push it for now and then see what we do. And then we just, yes, switch this over to the left location. Okay, this guy needs to be switched for this one. And the other one probably needs to be switched too, so it can land over here. Well, actually, no, this guy we just have to push it. Like, yeah, because we already got the other one already filled up. Like, yeah, I don't have to like go here at all. Not too bad.
Awesome! Cool! Can we go now?
I think there is a part 3 though, since the warden or the minecart operator, I mean, like, said that there may be more puzzles the following day. So yeah, not completely quite finished yet, but yeah, for part 3 over here. But like, I mean, what can you do? At least we got part 1 and part 2 completed, in which third one shouldn't be too much as well over here. But yep. Let's just do the ghost quest then, since we can continue on with the next part over here. But I think for the majority of the times, like the side quest that takes the multiple days, it's usually around 3 days. Or at least that's how the road to the space station has been for like this quest over here. I'm not quite sure if we should do these 2 quests though, because one of them is Argenti, in which he doesn't like come out until like a little bit later on in the story and whatnot. So like, yeah. Silverwolf is an early character though, in which this is part of her quest over here. But let's just try to finish the side quest for now. Okay. Yeah, last time we met up with Dunn, the Silvermane Night Guard, I believe, but I forgot what the other guy is, but I think we assumed that he may be, you know, the I forgot what his name, but it's like Mr. Sasha or something like that. You remember the weapon storage that you reported had something weird going on? I got a guard squad to head over and take a look, and they discovered something you might be interested in. It will be better to speak face to face. I'll wait for you at the same old spot in the restricted zone. Okay, so they found something during the past day over here from the abandoned restricted zone that we saw earlier yesterday. But yeah. Okay. Go to the Silvermane Guard restricted zone and chat with him. See if Dunn's clues can help you understand Star Rail a little better. Right, okay. I'm assuming he must have found this letter. So it may not be like a dream after all, you know. That Sampo has been like convincing us it was just like a dream, you know.
Welcome, outsider.
Okay. Said that you found something in the abandoned warehouse. My Silvermane Guard squad never found anything strange in the warehouse other than a few weird letters. We scanned them over, but nobody had any idea about what they said. Think you might be able to get something out of them. Why don't you leave these with you? Ah, yes, I checked up on that. Yeah, Mr. Steven character you mentioned. There's no record of him among our registers, including retired servicemen guards and veterans. So may not be related to the servicemen guards, unless he's trying to hide his identity, I guess. Like later on throughout his time frame back then, but like, Looks like I won't be able to help you out. If you want to conduct your own follow-up investigation, I wish you all the best of luck. So, it's up to us to unsolve the clues of Mr. Steven over here. Well, like, with Cyril. Go. No, that's for Penocone here. Yeah, let's just continue on with the side quest over here. Head to the designated location, Gerallo. Everyone to Hill, okay? So ooh, this is what the boss is. You know, like what Cacolia is. So like it's quite a bit deeper than the other locations of Belobog, you know, like But yeah, at least that's what the letter says. I think that it's telling us to go over here. Let's see what the description says though. Those on the path of Trailblaze will encounter all kinds of strange people and odd anecdotes during the journey. Not only do these trivial stories fill up Trailblaze's journals, but they also deepen their connections to all worlds. Quite mysterious over here, but like, alright, let's just make our way over here, sir. It's a random guardian's shadow in a way. Okay, volume is a bit too loud, but like, I wonder if this is Cyril. Like, technically, during the first two parts, you know, she like grew up quite a bit, right? Like, during part 1, she was like a lonely little girl or whatever, you know, and then part 2, she's like an adult woman. And this is part 3, so this may be her, I'm assuming. Like, yeah, as a guardian statue. This thing seems a little different from the other fragmentum creatures, though. She doesn't seem to have any desire whatsoever to attack. Perhaps I can avoid a tough fight. Yeah, this might be her. Who are you? Are you talking to me? You are real? I haven't seen a stranger in a long time. Oh, this is her. Okay. Like, Mr. Steven is gone. They're all gone. Dang, this is like quite the apocalypse that we're like encountering over here. Well, like, the people I trusted, the people I was close to, they have all left me. This city has abandoned me. Steven, I remember that name. Yeah, I feel like this is Cyril. Do you know me, stranger? Did Mr. Stevens send you to meet me? Okay. Let's keep it confidential for now, but like, yeah, sorry, I don't know him. Oh, that's okay. I can feel it too. You really don't have his scent on you at all. Wow, okay. So, has quite a big sense of nose over here too, but yeah. Nobody is coming here for me anymore. I'm not smart enough, not strong enough, not independent enough, but I know all that. I've been lying to myself all this time and living that way for so long. I'm so tired of it. So she's been secluded like ever since she was a little girl, you know, like yeah, even as a kid and like as a young adult or like a grown woman, you know, and now as a not shadow fragmented, but yeah, shadow warrior. You stranger, I don't understand. How do you know my name? Never mind, I don't want to get into it any further. Too much questioning will only lead to more pain. It's always been the case. You are my only witness, the final witness. That fact alone is comforting enough, knowing that I don't have to wander around in eternal loneliness. What are you thinking about right now? I have a favor to ask. I want to know why my fate is like this. I guess the answer is sealed in here, but there's nothing I can do about it. We just solve more puzzles, don't we? Like right over these boxes again, but yeah. I don't see how. I mean, I guess it's just part of the game, but I still don't really see how solving out random box puzzles like help uncover like truths of characters per se. But I mean, yeah, I guess it's part of their memory, I guess, you know, or something like that. But yeah, to like recover their memories. Will you help me, stranger? If you can find me the answer, I'll tell you everything there is about me, no secrets. My story may not be that interesting, but perhaps you'd like to hear it, right? Hope you do. Yeah, we will hope. Thank you. I was afraid that you'll say no. I got no place to go. I'll be waiting for you here. I mean, nonetheless, we had to hope anyways, I suppose. But like, yeah, to uncover the mystery behind it more. But like, still, if you want to give up, that's okay. I'm just a shadow, and I'm not able to begrudge anyone, even if they trick me, and I don't feel sad either. But I mean, let's just hope regardless over here. Like, yeah. Dang, she like kind of like went down a dark path then, I'm guessing, like ever since. You know, I'm assuming she was like a little girl per se, but like, like, yeah, it's quite deep, nonetheless over here. This is a bit of a trickier, you know, puzzle, I guess, but nonetheless, let's try to see what we can do. Yeah, at first, you know, very lonely little girl, right? And then, like, even lonelier, I guess, grown woman. And now, like, she's a guardian shadow over here. So, like, they'll go quite to the dark side over time. Nonetheless, like, yeah. Okay, I think this one over here, it's like, we can move this box, okay, so that one might be for last. Except I'm not too sure exactly if that's the case. No, I think this one just goes to the corner because that corner is like not really useful at all. Do we move this one? I don't think we move this one, otherwise we won't be able to move the one right next to it afterwards. But if we move this one then... No, we move the top one. Hopefully that's the case. It feels like it though. Okay. The thing with the right side box is that we can't really move it. At least I don't think. Unless there's another way that we can move it from like a different angle, I guess. But like, it's like, it feels like it's quite stuck over here. Can move the top one, right? And then maybe move the bottom one, except that doesn't feel right. I mean, if we move the bottom one, then the bottom right path is like pretty much blocked, but I think we might have blocked our way already. Oh wait, never mind. This is the right. Yeah. Okay. We did it right. Like, cause I forgot that if when we move the bottom one, you know, it clears the path for this little space over here. So like, yeah, we managed to do it the first time after all.
Ooh, I can do this in my sleep.
But like, oh yeah, I thought she was gonna ambush us for a second because we just got like teleported like randomly over here, you know, like, yeah.
Awesome! Cool! Can we go now?
The birth of tragedy. Find all the fool's box treasures. Quite the title of the quest over here, but like, yeah. Vessel of mediocrity? Mediocrity? Okay. We're about to talk to her again, I'm guessing, right? Hello Xeon, welcome in. Welcome to the stream. How's your day been today? Hopefully the nice weekend, by the way, Xeon, but nonetheless, how you doing? We're just trying to complete the underground side quests at the moment over here, but yeah, how's your Sunday been? In the farthest northern reaches of Belobog, you reunite with Cyril, or at least her phantom. With the final puzzle solved, you run out of possible ways to help her. Talk with Cyril and be her final audience. This is quite deep, but like, it's been pretty good as well. Thank you very much for asking. I got some more stuff done today, I'd like to say. Still trying to look ahead for Monday, I believe, as well, and like, I guess this week per se, but nonetheless, it's been good. It's been a good weekend and whatnot. Yeah, I've been streaming, I guess, again recently. I'm not quite sure if you've seen my other streams before at all or not. But like I know that I took like quite a long break since May or April, I think. But like, yeah, like I just moved recently as well, so like a couple of days ago. But oh, it's been really cold over here though, not gonna lie. I had to wear like double layers when it comes to jackets, you know, like I had to wear a hoodie as well. So I mean, it's been cold as in like really windy, you know. It hasn't been snowing at all yet, you know, like how Belobog is over here, I guess, you know. But other than that, like, yeah, today it's been like way colder compared to like the last few days from before, you know. So I guess we're preparing for the winter coming up soon. But like, yeah, yeah, we're just doing the side quest for Cyril over here. We did quite a bit of the side quests yesterday. I think we finished the sample side quest, part 1 of Cyril and part 1 of the mining mini cart game, as well as like another side quest that we haven't continued on since the boxing ring tournament. But like, yeah, we're like almost done. Like, Hello E, welcome back. Welcome back to the stream. How are you doing today? Hopefully it a nice weekend as well, by the way, E. But like, hi. Happy Sunday funny to you, E. But like, welcome back. Yeah, I know I haven't streamed in quite a long time, like the past couple of months, right? Until just recently. Like, I started streaming again like on Wednesday, I think, and then streamed again like Friday, Saturday, and now today. I was wanting to stream like Tuesday, right? Because that's like the day in which the new update came out. But I mean, I only just got stuff like finally figured out in terms of like setting up everything over here. And it's like it was like already like 10:35, I think, when I finally figured out that I left my stuff unplugged. In which, it was a bit too late to, I guess, stream that day per se. But yeah, how you been, E? Hopefully you've been having a great November so far as well, E. But yeah, nonetheless, welcome back. I see the truth now. Thank you, stranger. You've shown me the truth, stranger. I don't know how to repay this kindness. As you can see, I cannot exactly do anything right now. But at least I can fulfill my previous promise to you and tell you my story. Would you like to stop and listen? Yeah. Yeah, hopefully you're having a good November. We're just trying to finish the side quest of the underground world over here at the moment, but this side quest is pretty good as well, not gonna lie. I mean, it's a bit deeper / darker, I guess, but I'm pretty sure Star Rail is also the same person, that we met at the haunted hotel before. Yeah, when Sampo was like alongside with us too. So I mean, I could be wrong that she's the same person as the other side quest before, but I have a great feeling that she might be the same twin girl, that was like present in the haunted mansion, haunted hotel, I mean. Yeah, it is. Like it felt like it took like a month. Dude, I still have not even like unpacked like most of my stuff. I think like I've been gradually, like unpacking like my boxes and stuff like that, but I mean, still, like my living room and like even my my computer room over here, it's just like full of boxes still. So like I like just started unpacking stuff, after a little bit like beginning of November so far. Like yeah, my desk is like so messy as well. Like I mean, you cannot see it, but it's a bunch of trash and like random boxes on my right side of my desk, and like in front of me I just have like my monitor and like my other monitor set up. Like that's it, So like yeah, I have like the minimum stuff set up, but I mean I've been gradually unpacking things from time to time. Like if you like, if I scoot back, you can like see, haven't even unpacked my Legos at all yet. So like yeah, and like the bag behind me, it's like full of cables that I've yet to like really still untangle and stuff. But like but at least it finally moved, it's a much newer and nicer place too over here per se. But like yeah, it's a bit of a hassle. It's gonna take, I feel like it's gonna take at least a month because I just have like so much stuff to like organize and clean and everything in between, like yeah, I remember last time it took me like a month as well per se. But yeah, I have a feeling that it might take me until like December over here too. Like to unpack like and set up everything. You are so gentle, stranger, as gentle as Mr. Steven. Oh, so she actually grew up to be the supreme guardian of Belobog. Dang, I didn't realize about that though, like yeah. But yeah, what about yourself, E? Have you been doing any moving as well, or you just been chilling still? Hopefully you've been just chilling still, because moving is such a hassle. Like but yeah, has anything big happened to you during the last couple of months, I guess? But yeah, I didn't realize that she became the supreme guardian of Belobog. Like, because she like initially when we met her at part 1, right? Like she initially was like a really shy and lonely like young like small girl, and then when she grew up to be like a lonely woman, and now she's the supreme guardian Belobog. So like she actually had quite a bit of changes throughout the time frames over here. But like yeah, during the 3 parts. I know I don't deserve to be in such a high position. If it weren't for my sister going off, then for no reason at all, I would never have been able to take this path. Oh, okay, so like, I'm assuming Cyril might have became the Supreme Guardian because her sister might have been the pre-Supreme Guardian before she decided to like leave her position as the Supreme Guardian of Belobog. Like, yeah. Luckily, I have Mr. Steven by my side. He is my teacher and dear friend. Okay, so he's a mentor to Cyril. I did not realize about that. Like, I feel like Mr. Steven is still the guy that we met earlier, like the one with the big shield and knight. Since he's also a leader too, you know, except I could be wrong. He's given me countless pieces of valuable advice and helped me through crisis after crisis. Yeah, I feel like it could be the knight guy. No, congrats by the way. Like, did he just, yeah, did he recently graduated like during the summer, I'm guessing, when I like stopped streaming, I guess. Like, no, that's good. Like, that's quite a big change actually, you know, like, yeah. Have you started yet? Or I'm assuming you have, right? Since, you know, it's been a couple of months ever since May, I believe, but like, yeah. How's it going so far though? Like, I mean, that's still good though, you know, that's still quite a big change. I didn't realize about that. I thought that was a storm, but like, why do you linger around here? I'm confused about the cause of my death. Ooh, okay. But you help remove any element of confusion and I can finally face my destiny. I was born a fool and died for my foolishness. I failed everyone who ever put their faith in me. I failed to uphold the duty and prestige of a Supreme Guardian. Dang. Like, it's going quite a bit of a slippery slope now. But like, I slipped and fell into that open box and ending my life in a way that's destined for ridicule. Perhaps at the end of my life, I was caught up in a vortex of shame. But I've wandered in this purgatory far too long to feel any sadness or shame. All I want now is peace. Stranger, I can feel your power compared to my cowardice. You exude such a strong, calm aura. I beg you for one last piece of generosity. I hope you can bless me with everlasting peace. Dude, are we gonna have to fight her now? I think that's what she wants us to do, is to defeat her. Like, like, it's giving us an option, like, I understand what you mean. Or like option 2, saying I cannot do it, you know? Like, yeah, I feel like she's challenging, she's like asking us to fight her now and like defeat her. Well, like, yeah. But yeah, this is a dark side quest, I guess, you know? Like, of like a lone, sad, like depressing, small girl ever since beginning. The people I work with are, that's good. I'm glad to see that your, colleagues all end up being like really friendly and whatnot. Like, what kind of position, I guess, or like a field that you're I guess really in right now? But like, yeah, you don't have to exactly tell, you know, but like, still. Oh, really? Where do you plan on traveling soon? Like, like, I'm assuming your friends are like not in state with you, right? Or mostly living with you, but you know, like, yeah, usually after college, I like to say, you know, like, people go all these separate ways and whatnot, just like every other school district, like high school, and stuff like that too, you know, like, cause, you know, everyone has their own path, I guess you could say. Yeah, I think she's like asking us to fight her or like defeat her, you know. What happens if we say, I want to see what happens if we say yes or no. I want to say no first though. Are you going to leave me behind? Just leave me here in this endless void? Well, maybe someone like me doesn't deserve to be saved. Farewell, stranger. Oh, okay, so we do have to fight her nonetheless, I think, in order to, like, surpass the quest over here. Like, yeah, so, like, we need to, like, put her out of her misery. That's what she's, you know, telling us to do over here. Like, you said that you're a team trainer in a restaurant, has nothing to do with... Oh, okay, that's okay. I mean, dude, it's hard nowadays, not gonna lie. Like, it's really hard nowadays, actually. Like, yeah. Especially for new grads, you know? But, like, that's still good that, you know, you're starting off, like, right after, you know, graduating, per se, you know? Like, you know, you're, like, starting off right after you finish school. So, even though it has, like, nothing to do with your degree, you know? Like, it's still really good that you're at least, you know, like, starting off right after you finish, you know? Like, yeah. I'm pretty sure a lot of people nowadays, and, like, a lot of recent grads, like... I'm pretty sure it is majority, or most of them, you know? Like, when they, start off, like, right after school, you know? It's, like, not really to degree and whatnot, just because of, like, how hard things are nowadays, you know? Compared to, like, years ago. But, like, But still, do you enjoy it though, at least? Like, I'm assuming you do enjoy it, right? Because, you said your colleagues are, like, all really nice and, yeah, the people that you work with are, like, all really nice and fun, you know? Like, But, it's still good though, you know? Like you said, good experience, and, like, probably leadership experience too, right? Because your title is a team trainer after all. Like, okay, so I think we do have to fight her to like put her out of her misery, but that's such a sad way to end, you know? Like, like she was, like, destined to, like, you know, be defeated over here. Like, which is like such a sad story, like, depressing story. Yeah, that's good though, because, like, at least you're, like, you know, like, working, like, right after you're done, and later on, you know, you can, like, always, like, look for another position, and also just, like, build more experience over time, per se. And plus your position is, like, good as well, I think, I'm assuming too, right? As a team trainer. So, like, when people look at that, you know, they look at you more as, like, a leader, per se, you know? Like, yeah. Alright, so I guess we're the fighter now. Thank you. Thank you for leaving me with this one shred of dignity. Dang, this is, like, really dark though. But, like, So, like, yeah, she's begging to be defeated over here. But, like,
Stand still. Relax.
Ever since as a child, you know, she was, like, not wanting to live, it feels like. But, like, yeah, apparently they were trying to get me to shift lead one day. I don't know if I would stick around. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you don't have to at all, you know, but, like,
Never left. Time to say bye.
yeah, generally speaking, the longer you stay, the more likely they will, like, give you promotion and, like, you know,
Didn't hurt.
make you climb up the ranks, I guess, over here. But, like, yeah, out of, if you don't think that you'll stick around for that long, though, then, like, yeah, that's, like, totally understandable, obviously, and, like, you want to, like, make use of your degree and stuff like that too, you know, like, yeah. Also, I think the food industry is kind of tough, isn't it? Like, yeah, it's in the food industry, like, kind of stressful nowadays, just because of, like, how busy it is, and, like, how less people there are when it comes to, like, workers, right? But, like, team trainer, you don't have to, like, wait tables and stuff like that, right? Like, that's a waiter or waitress duty to do. So, like, yeah, is it still busy for you at all by chance? I guess we could save a skill point over here and then use the rest of them for our main DPS per se, but like,
Try that again. Gotta try hard sometime. Watch this.
yeah, I personally probably wouldn't stick around that long neither, I guess, but unless you really enjoy, like, working in the food industry, like, as you progress through and whatnot, but like, yeah, me personally, I don't know, I'm not much of a, you know, cook, I guess, or like, want to be part of a food industry and whatnot, but like, still, you know, it's good though, like, considering like how busy it is. Thank you, stranger. I'm sorry, Mr. Steven, I'm not who you're looking for. Cyril's echoes dissipate amidst the howling of the icy wind. A golden ornament remains on the ground, quietly waiting for you to pick it up. Should I even touch this, considering it is Cyril's relic? It shouldn't be a big deal. It's only reasonable to take home some rewards for finishing all these missions. So the Trailblazer's head was like, you know, might as well take it, like, you know, after all this hassle. Like, yeah, after all this time. But like, yeah, Cyril was actually a Supreme Guardian. How unbelievable. Like, going from like a lonely, small, like worrisome girl, you know, to a Supreme Guardian at the very end. But like, yeah. How can these echoes of hers be so powerful? Wait, how can these echoes of hers be so powerful that they took on human form in the Fragmentum? And why was it accompanied by all those weird box puzzles? Yeah, I'm not quite sure why the box puzzles had to do much with the Fragmentum, I guess, or like her backstory slash the way of figuring out her memories over here, you know? But like, you know, that they took on human form in the Fragmentum, and why, yeah, when it's busy, working in hospitality and food is, yeah, I'm pretty sure food, or restaurants in general, it's like maybe one of the busiest industries out there. I'm pretty sure being like in the med field or like the doctor field as well is like extremely busy too, when like it's like super duper like stressful. But like still though, like it's good experience, especially if you never had before, you know. And plus, you know, I'm assuming you don't have to do as much, like, I guess, chore work, right? Like compared to like a waiter, waitress, or like dishwasher per se, since you're like a leader, you know, in terms of directing people. But like still, yeah, the food industry, it's like probably one of the most busiest out there, just because of like, you know, how like high demand it is and whatnot. Like, yeah. Wait, you work in a restaurant, right? Like, yeah, work in a restaurant. Oh yeah, team leader in a restaurant. Like, I thought, like, when you mentioned hospitality, that you like work at a like a cafeteria, I guess, in a hospital. But I'm assuming you still work at a restaurant. But yeah, it's hard, like, just because of like how high demand, you know, and like how fast it goes too, you know. Like, yeah, I totally understand, because, you know, restaurants, you know, nowadays are like extremely busy, and like the average time, you know, when it comes to getting a table is generally quite longer than it ever was before, you know. Like, doctors and nurses work such long shifts. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they have it much tougher actually, because you know, they're like always on 24/7, and I'm pretty sure nurses or doctors, you know, well, probably both, like may have to like work overnight a couple of days from here and there too, you know, just so like, depending on like how urgent, you know, something comes up. Probably they might be even busier nowadays, you know, because it's like winter time, you know, in which that's when flu season is around over here, in which they might have more patients and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm assuming like doctors and nurses like nowadays might be even more busy than ever, just because it's like, you know, flu slash winter season over here, you know, like yeah, holiday season. So like everything seems to be quite busier nowadays at the holiday season, just because everyone's like more out nowadays, you know, like we're almost done with this quest, right? You help Cyril to find eternal peace, but you hunger for answers deep inside. How did she turn into a tortured phantom? Why was she bound by these mysterious armory boxes? You had to find someone familiar with Belobog's history to get to the bottom of this. Okay, so yeah, let's see what we can find within the clues over here of her backstory. But like, yeah.
Is there anything interesting here? I doubt it.
Yeah, like when something like blows up, you know, well, like you know what, like what I mean, like blows up, like something really urgent is needed, then they're like on the clock by a big time, you know, like yeah, so because like, you know, like lives are on stake and whatnot. So yeah, I'm so glad that I'm not like a doctor right now. It's like not in the medical field at all, but like I do know that I'm pretty sure nurses are even much more busy than doctors, right? I think. But like even so, for both positions, I'm pretty sure maybe one of the busiest positions like out there. I'm pretty sure, like yeah, or it might be the busiest, just because of like, you know, over time how many more people populate the world. I guess, you know, like every day just like always something new for like diseases and such like that. Like yeah.
Please, I'm busy.
Like if it was me, then I would rather be like in the food industry over like the medical industry. Like even though the food industry is probably like really busy too, you know, but at least you most likely don't have to like, you know, work overnight and whatnot. So like yeah, or like, you know, have to be like constantly on call, because, you know, restaurants, like they have their own hours per se, like their own scheduled hours and whatnot. Like yeah, not just random hours, you know, like operating like 24/7. Obviously there's like probably like some specific cases, you know, of just like having to do maintenance and stuff like that overnight, but you know, generally speaking, right, like restaurants as a whole, like they have their own set schedule, which is like much more convenient, I think. You again. I just said I'm on break. Fine. So what exactly do you want to know? Do you know the Supreme Guardian Cyril? Do you mean Cyril the Fool? Of course. I mean, anyone who studied a little history has heard of her, right? I only play Genshin, to be honest. I know Honkai Super probably too. Would you? Yeah, I would. It's a different type of game, I guess, you know, like that's why not everyone likes it, because Star Rail, the gameplay is more turn-based. It's like turn-based game compared to like, you know, Genshin being like the fighting RPG kind of game, right? You know, I mean, they're both RPGs, right? But it's turn-based with like constant like movement, action, stuff like that. Me personally, I think that most people that like Genshin also really like Honkai Star Rail. And like there's like a lot of resemblance, such similarities between the two games, you know, but you have to like try it out, I guess, to to like, I guess, like figure out if you like it or not. But like I personally would recommend, especially since you know, Star Rail is at a pretty good state right now, I think, as well. You know, I know Genshin is at a great state right now too, you know, with Notcry being like such a huge breath of fresh air, and like all the new characters seem to be really awesome as well in Notcry so far. Like yeah, Notcry is like such a beautiful region, I like to say. The first time I visited, you know, when I was like taking my vacation, I guess. Like, yeah, I would at least give it a try if I were you, if you can. But I know it's not a game for everyone since, you know, it's turn-based. So it's more like steady paced over Genshin, I guess. Like, what have you been doing in Genshin lately? Just out of curiosity. I've been actually building my characters. Like, remember last time? The first time you came to my stream, right? Like, I think my Navia was like level 40 still ever since the first day I got her. Now she's like level 70, and I have the serpent spine in her. But the only main reason that I've been building characters is because like the Imaginary Theaters, you know, have been harder and harder like every month. So like, yeah. Like, yeah, I had like Navia ever since the first day, right? And like I only just recently built her like last month, I think. But even so, she's like not that built at all, because I'm pretty sure her artifacts are like not really that good, because I only farmed a little bit of her artifacts to max level per se. But like, yeah. Yeah, I would recommend if I were you. I think Genshin's overall more popular over Star Rail, but Star Rail's probably the second most popular Hoiverse game out there, and I do believe that Hoiverse generally feels like providing like Honkai Star Rail the most support out of all the Hoiverse games. I really feel like yeah. What made you suddenly interested in this place of ancient history? I don't have the time for random trivia right now. There's a huge stack of documents on my desk waiting for my approval. I bought something back from Star Rail, the artifact relic. Like, but yeah, what have you been doing in Genshin lately? Or, yeah, what are your thoughts of Not Quite so far? Like, is this some kind of sick joke? Okay, I guess taking a look won't rob me of much time. What is it? Let me have a check, would you? It's this. I'm flabbergasted. You might have just found an incredible antique item. Based on the Belobog conventions for the preservation of ancient relics. Okay, I'm assuming it's like an ancient book over here, right? Any antiques found by civilians must be turned over to the... Oh, okay. Like a law book or something like that. Yeah. Any antiques found by civilians must be turned over to the architects for proper preservation. I will have to hold on to this ornament that you found. What? This is robbery then, right? Like, why would we give it to you? Why would we show it to you then? Like, Relax, I want to leave you empty-handed. I'm highly confident that this thing is an authentic relic. I'm sure you will be compensated handsomely. I'd rather keep the relic though, it's like such an ancient artifact, you know? Like, Notcar is really fun. Yeah, it's a really nice... The moon region is like really beautiful, I like to say. I mean, obviously Notcar is like smaller than Natlan, you know? But I feel like the quality of Notcar is like so much better than Natlan so far. Like when I initially stepped foot in Notcar, you know, I felt like it gave me a mixed feeling of Fontaine, Inkanomia, and the Chasm. Like those three regions combined, it made me feel like it was Notcar when I first initially unlocked the region during that day. So like, yeah. Really? I have barely explored it so far. Like, I think I've like unlocked all the Statue of Sevens, right? But I've like only unlocked like maybe one domain, which is like the artifact domain for like Llama, I think. Like all the other domains I still have yet to like unlock still, just because I don't want to like spoil myself too much, I guess, yet when it comes to Notcar at the moment. Unless I like absolutely have to, you know? Like, yeah, I may have to like unlock the Columbina domain, or like the domain in the Snowy Ward of Notcar, because I think that domain may be needed for like farming materials for like specific characters of Notcar, I'm guessing, right? Like, yeah. But yeah, that's a good yeah, that's a really good quest, I think, in my personal opinion. Like, But yeah, I'm not quite sure if Nalcry is... No, I still think Fontaine is my most favorite region so far. Like, Fontaine's still number 1 for me, but Nalcry might be top 3 actually, when it comes to regions so far. I mean, I can't really make a full judgment, obviously, because I still have a lot to explore over there still. But initial impressions are like way better compared to Natlan, at least for me. Like, yeah. I mean, Natlan has gotten better over time, right? Like towards the end of the year for the Natlan region, but during the beginning, you know, like it was not in the best state, right? I think overall, and like over time, you know, it just like generally felt like a Sumeru 2.0 for me, like as time went on after it initially came out, you know, like yeah, but it did got better like towards the end and later on per se, but still though, you know, like it still kind of felt a little bit of like a Sumeru 2.0. Yeah, Inkinomiya is awesome. Like, I really love the mystery of Inkinomiya and the darkness, as well as the region as a whole. Like, as well as like the underground and I guess the lore behind Inkinomiya so far. Like, yeah, there's like I'm pretty sure there's like a lot of hidden stuff in Inkinomiya that we still have yet to find out, because it's like such a mysterious region to like explore and visit per se, you know, like like I mean it's like obviously like also really smaller too, you know, it's like a sub-region of Inazuma, I suppose you could say, but yeah, I really do like Inkinomiya. It's like such a mysterious vibe. Like with to the unknown abyss, I guess it's like, I guess you could say, but like but yeah, Inkinomiya, like Inazuma as a whole, I feel like it's like really good, this, you know, because doing Inazuma, you know, it's also, they also have, you know, the Chasm, which I know is technically part of Leeway, but it came out towards the end of Inazuma, you know, like yeah, yeah, Chasm, Inkinomiya, and like the Foggy area, plus like other regions too, you know, Saganami Island, and it's like, you know, every sub part of Inazuma felt quite different from each other, you know, like you know, it's not like I mean I'm gonna say it's not like Mondstadt, but Mondstadt does have Dragon Spine, I suppose, you know, but majority of Mondstadt, you know, like it feels the same. So like like it feels quite similar to each other. Leeway, yeah, kind of feels quite similar to each other as a whole too, you know. Inazuma is really quite diverse, I like to say. Like yes, well, Chasm is technically part of Leeway, like I mentioned earlier, but it came out like towards the end of Inazuma, so like Cyril, often called Cyril the Four by a later generation, is the 8th supreme guardian of Belobog. Ooh, okay. I wonder why they call it the Four though. Like, yeah. She was born in a remote suburb of the Belobog on the Overworld. Yeah, orphanage. As a young girl, she lived with her sister. Oh, okay. So her sister's name is Cyrilla then. Like, yeah. Who's 1 year older than her. Okay, so she is an older sister compared to the Cyril, which I had a feeling, you know, that she may be an older sister of Cyril, but I didn't realize she's only like 1 year older than her though. Cyril's childhood was rather uneventful though, right? It's quite tragic. However, her sister Cyrilla was a child prodigy, displaying amazing proficiency at an early age for language, math, and logic. Okay, so Cyrilla, I'm assuming it's like a bit more gifted compared to Cyril, I think. Like, yeah, over here. Cyrilla passed the public service test when she was 11, so like extremely young, and was officially selected as a heir to the Supreme Guardian. Dang, at a really young age too. Like, yeah, for the Supreme Guardian of Belobog. However, just on the eve as the architects were about to relocate her residence. Okay, so this is the part that they got separated, you know, from like her sister and Mr. Steven. Yeah, however, just on the eve as the architects were about to relocate her residence to Clydepoth Fort, she mysteriously disappeared. Yeah, have a good rest of your night, E. Thanks very much for stopping by the stream. Hopefully you have a great rest of your Sunday. Yeah, of course, no worries. Hope to see you on the next stream as well. But looking forward to chatting with you again. Like in the future, soon over here. But like, yeah, I will try to like unpack more stuff over time as well. Like, yeah, I've been doing better, I guess, when it comes to unpacking things. But I know there's a lot of things to clean still per se. But like, yeah, thank you very much again for hanging out. Nonetheless, enjoy the rest of your night. But like, yeah, however, just on the eve as the architects were about to relocate her residence to Clydepoth Fort, she mysteriously disappeared. Like the place where Kokoli is, I'm guessing, right? After days of searching without luck, most architects wanted to give up the search and oh, okay, so after days of searching without luck, most architects wanted to give up and start the hero selection process. Oh, okay, so the moment that she went missing, like Cyril, that is, like after days of like of her being missing, they probably decide to choose her sister Cyril as the new Supreme Guardian, I'm assuming, right? Like, yeah, start the hero selection process anew. But the Minister of Internal Affairs, okay, Stephen Marquez, so Mr. Stephen, is the Minister of Internal Affairs, was firmly opposed and strongly pushed for, and strongly pushed for Cyrila's sister Cyril to take over as heir to the Supreme Guardian. So like, Mr. Stephen was really wanting Cyril to take over in place of Cyrila as a new Supreme Guardian Belobog. Okay. I'm not quite sure if that's a good or bad thing though, you know, like, the thing is that I don't know if Cyril wanted to be a Supreme Guardian, you know, like, since she's like, you know, like a really shy, scared girl and like always lived a life of loneliness, you know, like, yeah, loneliness. Hello Joseph, welcome back. Welcome back to the stream. How's your Sunday been? Hopefully you had a great Sunday evening so far, by the way, Joseph, but how are you doing today? We're just trying to finish the underground Belobog side quest for tonight, I think. But yeah, how's the rest of your weekend been? Yeah, I'm not quite sure if she wanted to be a Supreme Guardian at all, because she didn't look like she wanted to be one at all, you know, but like still, Mr. Steven insisted nonetheless, because, you know, like Mr. Steven is like their mentor. But like, oh yeah, it's been good. It's been cold lately though. Like, yeah, like it's been quite cold today compared to like the yeah, like much colder today, like compared to the last 2 or 3 days, right? Like in which I had to like wear double layer for today, you know, in order to head out. But yeah, other than that, it's been a nice Sunday overall and whatnot, you know, like yeah. Mr. Steven claimed that during his long-term contact with the two sisters, he had discovered that Cyril was as talented as her sister. Oh, okay. So even though Cyril wasn't looked as positively upon compared to Cyrila, he still had hope for Cyril, and you know, later discovered that she's just as talented as Cyrila. What quest am I doing? We're doing part 3 of the Ghost Scroll side quest. It's a really good one, but I mean, it's a bit dark as well, I guess. Like, yeah, dark and deep, I guess you could say. Like, yeah. I think we like just finished though, because you know, we had to like fight Cyril, you know, who was his supreme guardian, but she wanted to be fought to like enter misery, you know, like yeah. So we're just looking at the her diary over here, I guess you could say. I don't think this is her diary, but it's like her well, it could be her diary, but no, I don't think it's her diary. It's just her journal slash biography. That's a better way to put it, I guess. Like yeah. Moreover, delaying the hero selection process any longer would impact Billabog's political stability due to the recency of the Supreme Guardian's ultimately death. So like he really insisted Cyril to take over over Cyrilla. After heated internal debate, the architects finally approved Mr. Stevens' proposal, allowing Cyril to become the new heir. Yeah, that's how Cyril became the new Supreme Guardian after you know, Mr. Steven really pushed them to approve her. Like but yeah, we did like part 1 and part 2 yesterday, I think. Yeah, we were able to do 2 parts yesterday, and we weren't able to do part 3 until like the next daily, you know. So like we're just trying to finish it over here. We still need to do the underground mine quest as well, but apparently part 3 you have to like wait until the following day, so we cannot do part 3 of the underground mining carts yet. Yeah, because we just finished part 2 before this one. History has shown us that Cyril's appointment was a carefully planned hoax by the Minister of Internal Affairs. Oh, okay. Yeah, like, it was based upon Mr. Steven. The architects quickly realized that Cyril was extremely mediocre compared to her sister Cyrilla, and was clumsy in social situations. Right, yeah, she's like a much more shy little girl, like shy slash lonesome, and like, you know, just like very timid, I guess, like compared to Cyrilla, like much more scared than Cyrilla, who Cyrilla is like really brave and you know, confident. Minister Marques's, or Mr. Steven's power grew stronger by the day during Cyrilla's tenure, and his thugs soon retained absolute discretion throughout the Clypoth as they issued their draconian decrees. Ooh, okay. So as Mr. Steven got stronger, I'm assuming he also got stronger hierarchy powers over here too. Like, yeah. The nickname Cyril the Fool spread throughout the people. Okay, so he's been called as the Fool because, you know, society doesn't view her as a supreme guardian slash leader at all. Like, yeah. The nickname Cyril the Fool spread throughout the people, and they grew more and more dissatisfied with his puppet Supreme Guardian and her minister allies. Like, yeah, they don't view her as a Supreme Guardian at all, just because like she doesn't fit into the category at all, you know? Like, yeah, in fact, it's quite the opposite. In the 14th year of her tenure, rebels among the architects hatched a secret plot to Ooh, dang, okay, so this might be the part in which the apocalypse happened, you know? Like, yeah. That she had experienced against, like, you know, the Belobog army. In the 14th year of her tenure, rebels among the architects hatched a secret plot to overthrow Steven and his cronies. The rebels won over the Silvermane Guard's captain, and planned on luring Cyril and Steven to the Silvermane Guard restricted zone where they could launch a co-op. Ooh, so they're like planning a trap over there, like swell, like yeah, to like ambush them and overthrow their hierarchy positions. That day, the Supreme Guardian, Cyril, attended the military exercise as expected. But the rebels never found any trace of Mr. Steven. The captain played them at their own game, dispatching a fake patrol of Silvermane guards into the restricted zone with Cyril, and pushing her into an arsenal chest. Oh, okay. So wait, I need to read this more carefully. Yeah. So they never found them, right? For the rebels, right? But the captain played them at their own game, dispatching it. Did they capture her, I'm guessing, or no? This part is a little bit hard to explain. Yeah. Is it true that you cannot jump in Honkai? Yeah, you still cannot jump in Honkai Star Rail. I don't think. Like, I mean, well, actually, you may be able to, because there's like one update, you know, that added multiplayer. I still don't think you're able to though. Like, yeah, at least for majority of the game, you know, you're not able to jump. So like, cause you know, it's a turn-based, I guess, rather than like the RPG action-based like Genshin is per se. Like, yeah, but yeah, you're still not able to jump for like a vast majority of the game, unless they added like specific areas in which you can jump. But I don't think I've jumped before yet, at least from what I've played so far of the Star Rail universe at the moment. But like, yeah. Yeah, the captain played them at their own game, dispatching a fake patrol of Silvermane guards into the restricted zone with Cyril, and pushing her into an arsenal chest. I think the arsenal chest is like the gate in which the weapons are, but like, you could get trapped over there. I'm assuming that they trapped her there. The guards then rushed to the far north of Belobog, and under cover of darkness, shoved the unconscious Supreme Guardian. Okay, so she did get captured. Like, she did get ambushed and captured, you know, to the arsenal chest over here, right? Like, yeah. Yeah, the guards then rushed to the far north of Belobog, and under cover of darkness, yeah, shoved the unconscious Supreme Guardian in the arsenal chest over the edge. Yeah, this is deep. Well, like, the rebels carried out a search operation for 3 days and 3 nights in Belobog, but never found any trace of Minister Steven Marquez. To this day, people still attribute the death of the 7th Supreme Guardian and the disappearance of Cyrilla to Marquez's political conspiracy. They claim that, according to Belobog historians, to this day remains inconclusive and unproven. Okay, wait, so like, we don't know if Mr. Steven is still alive or not, but like, it's a possibility that he's still alive, right? And I'm assuming, yeah, both Cyrilla and Cyril are gone. Like, yeah, which is quite sad. But like, Mr. Steven might still be out there, just that they never mentioned him beyond over here. Well, like, yeah, you still cannot jump, unfortunately, but I mean, I don't see like any places that it's like really necessary to jump, like, you know, but still, you can only like really walk and sprint at the most part for now, and like enhance your weapons before battles per se. But maybe for like new regions, I guess, you know how in Genshin they allow you to swim. Maybe for like a specific region that requires like a lot of like traversal around like heights and stuff like that, they will be able to allow you to jump, but but only time will tell, I guess, over here. So like, yeah, yeah, that was a really good side quest, I like to say. So I'm pretty sure that's the same girl, you know, that we met at the haunted hotel over here, you know, from the previous side quest that we did before. But it's also kind of sad in the person though, like, she like didn't want to live at all when it comes to like starting her life as a little girl, right? And then she became like a really lonesome woman, but then like after all, she was appointed as like a supreme guardian leader, which I'm pretty sure she didn't want to. She didn't want to be like a supreme guardian leader at all over here. Like, yeah. Yeah, you uncovered the reason behind Cyriel's tormented existence and helped her find peace. Hopefully, she can bid farewell to her bleak fate and find solace in eternal sleep. But yeah, it's a bit of a sad slash deep quest over here. Like, I'm pretty sure it's a ghost, obviously, but yeah, a bit of history of Belobog's supreme army, I guess, over here, per se. But like, yeah. Yeah, let's do the other quest then over here. Yeah, the mining quest we cannot do until the following day, unfortunately. Like this one. Unlocks in 5 hours. This is like an actual side quest, I guess. Well, quote unquote actual side quest because it's like purple, you know. Instead of just like mostly dialogue over here, but this one is really good though, I think. Like, yeah. Yeah, we can do this one then. It's Natasha's yeah, Natasha's side quest over here too, you know, like Oleg is asking us a favor. Can you receive this message? March 7th gave me this little thing and taught me how to... Wait, March 7th gave me this little thing and taught me how to use it. Well, it seems you can teach an old dog new tricks after all. It just takes time. I kinda know how it works by now. Nice to have something that lets me talk to. Oh, he's figuring out how to use a freaking cell phone. I thought he was like trying to like figure out, you know, like... I felt like March 7th, you know, gave her like a new device or whatever, you know, but apparently it's just like a cell phone, you know, like, you know, boomers, like, I'm flattered. Now let's cut to the chase. I heard Natasha is seeing a lot of patients and hasn't slept for days. She's the backbone of the underworld and we can't afford to have her burned out. I know you did a great favor for her recently, but can I ask you to check on her again just to make sure she's alright? No problem, we'll be right on our way. Haha, I knew I could count on you the first time we met. I was not wrong at all. Thank you so much, but yeah, they literally made him as a boomer. Like, I mean, he's an older guy and whatnot, but I wasn't expecting, like, I guess, you know, the device to be like, you know, him trying to like learn how to use a smartphone, you know, like, Okay. Well, like, yeah, let's just continue on over here, I suppose. Receive a message from Oleg who hopes you can visit Natasha and see what she's up to. Every day she works tirelessly to look after her patients, so Oleg hopes you can offer her some additional help. Let's just go.
Is there anything interesting here? I doubt it.
I guess we might have like help out with other patients or like maybe just fight enemies that might be in the way, but yeah, let's just see.
All a journey that is free of illness.
Of course, even if you get injured by accident, no need to panic, just leave it to the doctor. Need any help?
You came at a good time. There is something you can help me with.
Oh, and the purple quest, you know, like has voiceovers this time. So I don't have to like, I guess, narrate as much, but like,
According to my patient records, there are a few that haven't come for their follow-up visits. It happens from time to time, but never as regularly as this. I'm a bit concerned. Have you heard of the Complex Illness Mutual Aid Society?
Don't think ever heard before. But, complex illness? Yeah, I don't think I've heard before, but it's not giving us the option to choose, like, what I think. But like, um, I guess sounds like a charity organization. Mhm.
Generally speaking, mutual aid societies like these allow patients to share their experiences and support each other. It's a way of countering all the negative emotional effects of being ill. But there might be more to this society than that.
Oh, okay. So it might be a bit of a suspicious kind of thing. Well, yeah, it might, not be like a true medical charity after all.
I've
Like,
had a few patients who have started refusing treatment since joining the society. It certainly makes you wonder. The
Okay.
most suspicious part is that no matter how much I ask, no one's ever willing to tell me anything about it. And that's where you might be able to help.
So I guess we is gonna be doing some Scooby Dooing to like figure out whether this organization is like actually a true medical like charity organization and whatnot. Like yeah, but yeah, got it. You want me to go undercover? Mm-hmm.
It sounds dangerous, but what I want you to do is actually very simple. Investigate this so-called mutual aid society
Right.
and find out what exactly they're up to. If I find out they're preventing me from doing my job, or if they're bringing harm to my patients, I won't just sit on the sidelines.
Excuse me.
Can I entrust you with this task?
No problem. Leave it to me.
This little clinic has huge numbers of patients to deal with every day. If I didn't have you here to help me out, I wouldn't be able to focus on giving them quality care.
Oh, okay. So they do have like patients, like every day and whatnot. But like, I'm assuming that she still wants us to investigate because like something suspicious might be going on over there as well. But like, yeah.
Good luck. I'll be sure to thank you properly when
But
you're back.
I wasn't expecting them to get patients still, but the patients could be like, all diseased and whatnot, like, because something strange must be going on. Yeah, talk to the first patients who skipped the follow-up visit. Okay, so we should talk to the people that have encountered the what's it called? I forgot what's called, but the mutual aid society. Like,
You. I've seen you in the clinic. You run errands for Natasha, right?
Oh, there goes my cover.
What are you talking about?
Like, you ready to figure this out?
Let me guess. Natasha wants you to persuade me to go back for a follow-up visit, right? What's the use? I'm terminal. Life will be over before I know it.
Was that Natasha's diagnosis of you?
Of course not. I read it in a book. Every book I read has descriptions that match my symptoms exactly. I can diagnose myself with a dozen incurable diseases before I get halfway through. For people in my situation, a follow-up visit is just a waste of time and money. Not to mention medicine.
Yeah, I don't think he has anything to do with joining the mutual aid society at all, so...
Mutual aid what now? What are you talking about?
I mean, after all, he is a patient, but like still.
What's there to say? Natasha was seeing me free of charge. She said I could keep a tab running for as long as I liked, then pay it back when I had the opportunity. I guess I'm too proud.
Appearances are more important than life, I feel you.
Are you making fun of me? Have at it. You won't change my mind.
Oh, I didn't mean it like that way, actually, but okay.
Dr. Vash never charged me anything either. Natasha's great, but Vash was always my number one.
Dr. Vash, I'm assuming is part of the mutual aid society thing, right? Like,
Natasha's brother.
Oh, wait, never
They
mind.
both used to practice medicine back in Rivertown. I heard he was a top student from the Overworld Medical Academy. Belobog's main hospital wanted him. I have no idea what convinced him to set up down here. A kind heart, maybe.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that. Yeah, he was Natasha's brother, per se, but I don't think we met him before, though. At least yet, you know? Like, yeah, but we eventually find out. I'm assuming. You said your internet just went out for a minute? Really? only for like a blink second, right? Like, welcome back, by the way. Hopefully you won't do anything to point, nonetheless, cause yeah, I hate it when like your internet just cuts off when you're like doing something like important or like in the middle of like a game, I guess. So like, yeah, but hopefully it doesn't happen again. It might. I mean, yeah. Usually, I think right now it should be okay. But if there's like a big storm outside, you know, or like really windy, like how it is today, then it could knock out. It could knock down some like power plants or something like that. Like, yeah. But still, free medical care? I don't believe it.
What do you mean? Dr. Vash was a people's doctor. He handed out free medicine. He even followed up with detailed questions on how he felt. The underworld is always short on medical resources. They say that Dr. Vash made all his own medicine himself.
Oh, okay. So, Dr. Vash is kind of like a researcher in some sort of cases too, right? Why don't you go to him anymore?
You think I don't want to? I heard that he passed away.
Oh, okay.
I should keep my voice down. Don't go telling anyone else about this next bit.
So, I mean, I don't think he passed away, but it's rumored, you know, that, yeah, he might not be here anymore. I won't.
I heard that Natasha had something to do with Dr. Vash's death. They say she was jealous that her brother had stolen her patients, so she...
Okay, so a bit of conspiracy. And you believe that?
It's just something people were saying. I don't think Dr. Natasha could do something like that.
So, maybe people were implying that Natasha was a bit jealous of Dr. Vog.
Forget I said anything. Since Dr. Natasha sent you over specially, I'll do her a favor. I'll go
Okay.
to the clinic for my follow-up a little later. Bye for now.
Okay, so we got some clues, I guess.
Avoiding a follow-up visit due to money issues. I should find another patient to talk to.
Yeah, got a little bit of hints on what's going on with the organization. I forgot what it's called, but the Mutual Aid Society, you know, like, yeah, but still, not too much information at the moment. I'm not gonna lie, Callus got more style than he. Oh yeah, 100%. Like, like 100%, he looks way cooler than Ether in my personal opinion. Like, yeah. Like, you know, at least Callus, you know, he looks like a grown adult, you know, or like a grown hero adult, you know, per se. But Ether just looks like a kid. So like, it makes Ether looks more like a kid, you know, than if he wasn't there, you know. Like, yeah. But that's in my personal opinion. But I do agree that Callus does have more style than Ether. Despite Ether being like a pretty big hero as well in Genshin, but still, I agree with you too.
Have to be louder. My ears aren't what they used to be. Everything's muffled.
Plus he talks as well, I guess. But I mean, Ether and Lumine also talk too, right? But like, you know, they don't have as much personality, such talk as much, I guess, compared to Alice and the other person. Like, but like, which one do you like better? Who do you like better? I guess between the two main travelers slash trailblazers in Genshin slash Star Rail. Like, honestly, I probably like Callus more, just because I don't know. I feel like he looks cooler. So like, and plus, people can relate to him more, you know, because he actually like speaks more, you know. Like, I feel like he has a bit more personality than the travelers, but like, still. I wanted to ask why you're not going for your follow-up visit.
Follow-up visit. Is that what you're asking about? Natasha's a wonderful girl. She always gives me a thorough checkup.
Especially the way that the Trailblazers like act, I guess, like in battle, you know. I feel like they're quite cool too, you know, with the lightning / glowing baseball bats. But no, Genshin has its moments as well, you know, not gonna lie. Like with you know, with Ether and Lumine like saving Lyrae and stuff like that, you know, like
But at this age, it's rather a lot to bear. Well, even if they could cure me, I'm sure I wouldn't be around for long.
There's no time wasted where health is concerned, right?
Not for youngsters like yourself. When you get to my time of life, good health is a bit of a luxury, I'm afraid. My husband had the same illness as me, but he never touched the medicine. He wanted to make sure I had enough.
Okay.
One day, he said he needed to take care of some things at the mine. He never came back.
Ooh, okay, so got caught up in the mines during that
To
time.
go before I did. Ah, selfish old fool. I miss him. Now that he's gone, who cares how long I stick around?
Doctor, well, I'm sure he's up there carrying right now, up to the
You think
mines.
so? Wouldn't he want me to hurry up and join him? Kids today. Don't give up.
We
easy.
are persistent, but like the younger people are more persistent. Well, like
You win. It's off for another follow-up visit with Dr. Natasha, I suppose.
Hey, we convinced her.
Did you want to say something else? My ears are terrible.
Have you heard of the Mutual Aid Society though?
Actual who?
Oh, didn't catch that at all. Mutual Aid Society.
All right, I heard you. Do you have to shout? No, I've never heard of any mutual aid
Okay.
society.
So, not
Avoiding
really.
a follow-up visit because of her husband. I should find another patient to talk to.
Okay, still not really telling us much about the Mutual Aid Society, right? But, yeah, she's not checking back with Natasha just because of her husband, right?
Why
Like,
haven't I
yeah.
gone for my follow-up visit? Are you a patient too, or did Dr. Natasha send you over?
What makes you say that?
Who else would care about people like me? I don't need Dr. Natasha's help now. Tell her to save her worries and medicine for other people.
Yeah, a bit disciplined over here, but like, if it's combat, of course, Callus, and for best writing character, Ether, so overall. Oh, really? Does Ether have a bit more lore, nowadays compared to before? No, because, I'm like super far behind in the Alkencrest after all, you know, like, yeah, like I haven't even done Sumeria yet, so like that's why I don't like really see him as much like as I could have, you know, but I'm assuming they have really delved into the Traveler a lot more over the past few years compared to like before, right, when Genshin initially came out with you know, Sumeru Fontaine, Natlin, and now Notcry. But like, yeah, I do kind of agree that Ether has quite a bit of a story behind her, but Callus has a bit of a story behind him too, you know, like, But I think overall you're probably right that the Traveler has a bit more of a backstory over the Trailblazer. Like the Trailblazer has backstory too, right? But I feel like that's kind of like more reliant upon like with other characters around him and not just like him himself, you know? Like yeah, at least so far. I don't need Dr. Natasha's help now. Did you have a dispute with her?
A dispute? No, no. She's the only kind-hearted doctor in the underworld.
So, yeah, you're probably right. Like, overall Ether's like more like personal story, and I guess Callus such the other Trailblazers for combat. Like,
I just don't really approve of her methods, that's all. Too idealistic and no real efficacy. She tries to save everyone, which means she can't save anyone. In the end, it's the patients who suffer, and she just tires herself out.
like, yeah, for Honkai Star Rail, the Trailblazer, I feel like they are more reliant upon other characters in terms of like, kind of like telling their quote-unquote story, you know? Like, yeah, because the Trailblazer, like, I don't feel like it's exactly 100% its own character. Like, they kind of feel like a tool, you know? Because, like, initially, you know, the Trailblazer slash main character at the very start of Honkai Star, right, you know? Like, they got consumed by a Stellaron upon them. So, like, yeah, by Kafka. In which it makes them feel like a tool rather than like a main character-ish in some kind of ways. But technically, they are the main characters, just that it's more played around upon like other characters around the Trailblazer, I guess.
Miners like me don't have time for lengthy treatments. If I can't take something and get right back to work, I may as well lie down and wait for death to come knocking.
Yeah, compared to like Ether slash Lemine, in which, you know, we initially saw them like find the unknown god, you know, and eventually covered more of their backstory slash history over time throughout the region, stuff like that. Like,
Did you know Dr. Vash? His wonder medicine is cheap, and the results are immediate. You just need to be willing to.
I could be obviously wrong. I probably am wrong, actually. Like, yeah, or not. Like, not accurate at all, just because I'm like so far behind in the main quest for both games. So like, but like still, you're right though, Joseph. Yeah, Dr. Vash, as in Natasha's brother. His wonder medicine is cheap and the results are immediate. You just need to be able to take a little risk. Like, so do a little bit of side thing, you know, in order to experience his full glory medicine over here.
Dr. Vash's medicine is different. Lots of people make a full recovery after taking it, but some get worse, and the unlucky ones check out early. Even knowing the risk, most people fight tooth and nail to get hold of the medicine.
It must be.
You know why?
It must be rare. Like, dude, they're like, it's like sounding like he's like a I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but it sounds like he's kind of like a DRUG dealer. But like they're willing to gamble with their life.
You're smarter than you look. When life forces you to the edge, you'll throw yourself at any opportunity, even if it means risking it all.
At least this specific patient over here, you know, like
A slow and torturous treatment is the same as a death sentence. If it's between that and a quick result, we'll take the latter. Forget it. Why am I telling you all this?
Oh.
Dr. Vash is dead anyway.
So like, he says that he's gone, but I mean the rumors are still there, like from the other people that's been saying that, you know, there's a possibility that he's still alive, but like, yeah. Where can I go get this wonder medicine?
What? Now you're interested in the wonder medicine? Listen up. The Complex Illness Mutual Aid Society
Okay.
is selling that medicine. I can tell you where they trade, but there's a rule.
So this guy, I'm pretty sure, is the one that's part of the Mutual Aid Society.
You must not tell any of this to Dr. Natasha. You hear? If you break the rule, you'll
Like,
face
yeah,
the
this person
consequences.
definitely feels like he's the one that's part of the secret organization.
Here, take this. It's the address. A final warning. Do not reveal this information to Natasha.
I know where to find the wonder medicine. What should I do next? That patient didn't want me to tell Natasha about this. Should I listen to him?
What should we do first? I'm gonna go with let's investigate first. And then we tell her. Don't know if that's the right choice at all, but I feel like that's the path that I want to take over here. So like, yeah. Okay, so it's like over in this corner instead. For the secret medicine. Oh, the guards are over here too.
Hey, where do you think you're going?
To buy medicine from the Mutual Aid Society.
Medicine? Oh, you mean Dr. Vash's wonder medicine, right? You're the same as everyone else that comes through here. If you want medicine, you don't need to go any further. You talk to me. And we only take cash. This ain't a charity.
But I thought it was a charitable organization, like how Natasha said. Yeah, it's a charity. So like, I heard the medicine here is pretty cheap.
The Mutual Aid Society sets the price. It might be different from Dr. Vash and his handouts, but it's a darn sight cheaper than that clinic woman's medicine. Well, are you buying or not? Spit it out. I don't have time for chit-chat. Wait a minute. Your clothes.
Uh-oh.
Are you friends with that doctor woman? I've seen you at the clinic before. I know it.
They caught us. So like, I'm assuming that we're gonna have to fight them now.
Get lost. Now. If you're a friend of that woman, then you're not welcome here. Shop's closed today. No customers.
Wait, what about our medicine? We've been waiting for ages.
Uh-oh.
Get lost, all of you. Save your breath and come back some other time.
Okay.
That
Oh,
medicine
okay.
seller sure closed up shop in a hurry. I should head back and report to Natasha.
Okay, so don't have to fight them just yet, but they have caught on to us that we're on Natasha's side after all. Like, yeah, since they saw us working with us before.
I doubt it.
Okay, nonetheless, let's report back what we found so far about the Mutual Aid Society.
Are you hurt? Let me take a look.
Okay, explain what you found out about the Mutual Aid Society.
So the Mutual Aid Society found Vash's research results, and now they're selling this so-called wonder medicine to patients?
She doesn't want to expose her brother, it feels like, as well, for some reason. Like, but yeah, they're selling, like, medicine to patients.
Any organization doing something like this is interested in more than just mutual aid.
Yep. The patients wanted me to keep it a secret from you.
I'm not surprised. They'll know that I'm completely against them using this wonder medicine. What Vash left behind is nothing more than reagents and experimental byproducts. The word medicine doesn't apply here. I warned the patients countless times, but seems like they had their heads in the sand all along. No wonder they kept the Mutual Aid Society a secret from me. I'm guessing the patients you met weren't exactly singing my praises, which is why you tracked the dealer down and made inquiries first.
Okay.
I don't blame you. After everything you heard, I'm grateful you came back to find me. Your trust is important to me.
Okay, but at least now we know that they're not like really actually selling medicine. They're like selling the other thing instead.
If you're curious about Vash's wonder medicine, you should ask some of the patients in the clinic. See what they have to say about the effects.
At least that's what it feels like when they, mention wonder medicine over here. Like, yeah. Talk to the patients in the clinic. See what they say.
Some people say that Dr. Vash was a saint who came from the overworld to help those in need. I don't buy it. People's doctor, that's just what people who've bought into the myth like to say. Vash used to distribute free medicine all the time, but he couldn't have cared less about the people taking the medicine. The hard truth is that we were just his test subjects. It didn't matter if the medicine worked or not. What mattered was having a constant stream of willing lab rats.
I'm assuming this means she's mentioning like dopamine, I guess, something like that. Like,
Of course,
a high burst of energy.
I can't control what anyone else thinks. That's just how I see it.
Just a different way to put it, I guess. Different paraphrase per se. Like,
The medicine Vash left behind? That stuff. Can you even call it medicine? I know Dr. Natasha's here, but I have to tell it like it is. Vash had zero medical ethics. He didn't deserve the title doctor. He may have had the capability, but he didn't use it to help anyone. Whenever I went to see him, he never even asked about my illness. He just prescribed me his so-called wonder medicine. If it were you, would you have taken that medicine?
probably not. Like, at all. Considering how suspicious it is at the very end. Like,
Are you hurt? Let me take a look.
Okay, I'm finished talking with the two patients.
I still haven't worked out how to convey it to you. The issues surrounding Vash. My relationship with him. The things he's done in the underworld. It's a long story.
I'm assuming that Natasha is still using medicine for good, right? But like Dr. Vash is like the opposite, like using medicine for bad. Not quite sure how he turned into it, using medicine as bad, but I guess we'll find out over here
I'm
soon.
guessing you've heard a lot of different opinions on Vash. What do you make of him?
Yeah, I think he's insane, which he might be a psychopath actually, like, of just like treating their patients as test subjects for his, like, his prescriptions and whatnot, like, his experimental prescriptions. Let's go with the first option though, either way. I think he was a doctor with zero medical ethics.
I want you to go and visit another patient, a victim of the wonder medicine. I want you to see the real consequences of abusing that medicine. Once you've understood her situation, come back and tell me what you think. After that, I want to ask for your help again.
Okay, so, we need to find a person who has taken the wonder medicine this time to see what the effects are of it and report it back to Natasha. Like,
Who are you?
Seems to feel a bit nausea, it sounds like. I'm a miracle doctor from beyond the sky.
Who? And who am I?
You haven't. Okay, since we're playing around, we might as well continue playing around. You haven't introduced yourself yet.
Where's my husband? And where's my child? Where are they? You know where they are, right?
Afraid not. Are you okay?
You don't know. They don't know. Nobody knows.
Seems to having a little bit of a mental breakdown.
Where did they go?
Come over here, child. It's best to leave that poor lady in peace. Let me explain.
Okay, someone's been watching us. Like,
That poor lady. Both her husband and child became ill and passed away.
Oh, okay, I didn't realize that. But like, yeah. And that made her become like this?
Yes. Before her family passed away, she was a carefree young woman.
So she's suffering a bit from loss, I'm
Her
guessing. Like,
husband and child caught a mysterious illness. The symptoms weren't grave, but their livelihood was certainly impacted. In order to try and rid themselves of the ailment once and for all, they bought some kind of wonder medicine. Who would have thought their condition would deteriorate so rapidly after they began using it?
okay, so the wonder medicine, like, actually really made them ill. And, like, lose their lives over time, I'm guessing, right? Like, poison, basically. Like,
The
yeah.
two began to suffer terribly, such that death then became a blessing. It wasn't long before they departed this world, one after the other. From that moment on, she became as you see her now. If Dr. Natasha hadn't taken her under her wing, well, it doesn't bear thinking about.
Yeah, it just sounds like poison, I guess, you know? But still, they were unlucky. Let's go with the other one instead.
Just unlucky? Oh, as far as I'm concerned, those medicine dealers are making money from murder in broad daylight. Who would sell such a thing to the sick? Talking about it tires me out. At least my husband and I are able to help her where we can. I just hope that one day she can lead a normal life again.
But, yeah, the Medical Aid Society is, really bad. Oh my god. Place to grab poison instead of, medicine, nonetheless, over here. But, like, all part of a dark, mysterious plot that we still need to uncover.
I wish you all a journey that is free of illness.
I'm back.
Did you speak to her? By the look on your face, I'm assuming you've come to understand the wonder medicine all too well.
The people selling that stuff are devils. Those medicine dealers prey on our weaknesses. Go with the second one.
Be it Vash or the Mutual Aid Society, forces like that can take full advantage of the typical underworld state of mind. Let me tell you a story. There was once a brilliant overworld doctor with unmatched pharmaceutical skill. The doctor was set on developing a medicine that would steel the human body against the cold. He named his research project Blizzard Immunity.
Oh, okay.
His research met with obstruction time and time again, the biggest factor being a lack of test subjects. Tampering with the human immune system carries huge risk, and nobody in the overworld was willing to submit themselves to such experiments.
So I guess that's how Dr. Vash was able to form the Mutual Aid Society, in which he basically covered his experimental medicine as the wonder medicine and gradually grabbed more patients and convinced more patients to take it for his experimental purposes. But like, yeah.
As such, the doctor got in touch with his sister in the underworld, claiming that he wanted to support the medical effort below ground.
And then?
Naturally, his sister was overjoyed. After all, as far as medicine was concerned, her brother had always been the standard she'd strive to attain. She brought her brother underground and entrusted him with her clinic and laboratory. I think you know what comes next.
Sorry. Yeah, that's when they separated. And the point of view is different between the society as well. It's hard to believe he was your brother.
Issuing free medicine to the needy was just Vash's way of conducting experiments on his test subjects. On some level, his reagents were able to alleviate the patient's suffering, but nothing more. They would forget their pain for a while and neglect their regular treatment plans. The result? Patients with mild illness would attribute their recovery to the so-called wonder medicine, while patients with serious illness would quickly deteriorate, and sometimes die.
Right, people that already sick, like, got affected the most when it comes to the so-called wonder medicine.
I cannot accept that their fate was simply the result of misfortune or risk. No true doctor would accept that. That's why I want you to help me recover all the wonder medicine. Are you willing to take on this assignment?
We must save all the poison from Belba ground. But like, someone has to do the right thing.
Thank you. This will be hard for the people that have come to rely on the wonder medicine. But it's up to us to remove this false hope. You mustn't hesitate. Recover every last reagent that Vash left behind. I'll take responsibility for the consequences. Don't worry about that.
Man, my internet is so bad today. What did I miss? How far was your internet out for, I guess? But like, I guess to give a bit of a recap, right? We basically found out that, well, we know that Dr. Vash is like Natasha's brother, right? But Dr. Vash is kind of like an evil doctor, I guess you could say. Like, yeah, taking full advantage of gullible / needy patients, you know, and providing his so-called wonder medicine, which is like experimental medicine, you know. He wants to make a medicine that makes you resilient to a freeze, you know, but obviously it's still in testing. So in order to do that, you know, he made something called the medical union, what it's called, you know, right? That was there earlier, the medical aid organization. That's kind of like that's a quote-unquote charity in which he hands out like free medicine to people that really need it, or like, you know, like want it, you know. But it's all part of his experimental purposes, you know, like yeah. And obviously all the medicine that he provides to his patients, you know, all end up being like bad, in which it's like poison, you know, that like you know, KIL'd a lot of people, you know. So like yeah.
I'll be waiting for the good news.
But now we're trying to like recover all the bad poison from the underwood and see what else we can find around at Rivertown over here. Well, like but yeah, Natasha is the good doctor, you know, just treating her patients like well, and like actually like helping them recover and like check in on them. But Mr. Vash, you know, Natasha's brother, is like the opposite, or yeah, the opposite, I guess you could say, in which doesn't care about his patients at all and just wants to you know, interact with his patients for his experimental purposes of his new medicine that he's experiencing right now. Like, yeah, he's experiencing right now.
Aren't you going to watch the fight, Zilo? He's defending his championship title.
Yeah, I think that's a good recap, I believe. Hopefully. But yeah, I think I'm getting the gist of it.
Nah, I'll pass. It's not like anyone else has a chance with him around.
You're right about that. I get it if you don't want to join in the fun. It's all the same after a while. Ah, what a rare moment of rest. Maybe I should find a spot to stretch my legs a bit too.
Okay.
Sela and Oleg. I wonder what they're talking about.
So Sealer is not gonna go challenge the arena yet quite yet though, but let's see what they can ask about the Mutual Aid Society.
Hey, isn't that the Trailblazer? It's been a while since I've seen you around. How you doing?
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. Don't have to like scroll back / you know, replay it, what Natasha and what we're trying to do earlier per se, but like, yeah.
Hey, how have your travels been? Thanks to you, things are pretty peaceful around here. The chief and I are getting restless.
Yeah, that's why I like to, I guess, quote unquote lock in when it comes to story quests. I know that people that have been yesterday, right? Like one of them was doing like the on quest, you know, while like doing a project, you know, but if you do that, you know, you don't get the full understanding of the story and stuff like that, I think. Because your brain is like not like fully grasping everything that's been said, I suppose. Well, like,
Silly girl. Just a few days of hard-earned rest and you're already making it sound like jail time.
what were you two chatting about earlier?
Oh, you heard us. We were talking about my student Luca.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you probably haven't met him yet. In short, he's a top-tier fighter in the underworld. He was also doing work for Wildfire before, just not in
I didn't realize that Oleg was a trainer for Luca, actually. Like, well, maybe we might have heard of it before. It's just that it's been such a long time ever since then. But I'm pretty sure we have met Luca at least once before, just that we got the quests mixed up from here and there.
Right.
Like,
He hasn't seen Luca defend his championship title before, right? Zila, why don't you take our hero and swing by the fight club to show him the match?
But yeah, Natasha's brother is like a evil doctor, I guess you could say, while Natasha is like the good pure doctor.
What? You don't want to?
No, it's just... I'm worried Luca might do something stupid again.
Wait, again?
Oh, I remember now. Luca was defending his title once, and Zila was watching in the audience. The opponent for that fight was too weak. They went down with just a few punches. I don't know what got into Luca after that, but he said out loud that he wanted Zila to come up and fight him right there and then.
Oh, okay. Well, like, he's quite in the zone, I suppose, when he's like battling a bit early over here. But like, yeah.
We stop there, Chief. I'd rather not relive the moment.
I wonder if he has something up. He has something against Sela over here or not. But like, yeah.
Okay, I'll stop. Anyway, that's what Luca's like. He forgets about himself once he's in the mood.
Yeah, once he's in the zone, he tends to like, lose track of things. Like,
Luca not to make the same mistake again. So back to the original suggestion. Are you good to take him to the fight club, Zila?
Ugh, fine. I'll take you there.
That's more like it. The more friends, the merrier. I hope you can get along with my favorite student.
Okay. So.
Why does Luca always come sneaking back into town like this? I haven't seen him for a while. I hope he's grown up a bit since then.
Wait, I think we just like started like a different side quest instead. Whoops. So like, yeah, I think we like accidentally started the other side quest of the Underworld, which, yeah, I felt like that was like off track, you know, once we met Sela and Oleg, and like they were like wanting us to go to the fighting stadium, you know, instead of uncovering the mystery of the Wonder Medicine. Like, yeah. Hello, Farina. Welcome back. Welcome back to the stream. How are you doing today? Hopefully you're having a great Monday so far, by the way, Farina. But like, yeah, how's your morning been so far? I believe when we talked to Sealer and Oleg, it's this well, actually, no, is it the right quest or no? It doesn't feel like it's the same quest, right? Like, yeah, I feel like when we just talked to Sealer just now, it's this quest. Head to the fight club to watch Luca defend his title. So like, yeah, let's not do this one. Let's continue figuring out, you know, the Wonder Medicine over here. Like, yeah, I was like so confused, but like, you know, like, yeah. Oh, it's okay. But nonetheless, hope that your Monday has been like going all right so far. You know, like, and that you've been staying warm, because it's been like really cold today over here, at least. You know, like I had to like wear like double layers today actually when it came to like going outside this afternoon and whatnot, but like, yeah. Oh, okay. Are you enjoying your break so far, at least at the moment? Like, hopefully you're enjoying your winter break, I guess, right now, right? Because November. I almost said summer break, but, but like, yeah. It's like 10:20 p.m. over here, so like, sort of late, you know, but like not exactly too late, I guess. Still have time, but like, yeah. I'm doing a bit earlier today as well, like 8 p.m. because tomorrow's Monday, so.
Stop right there. No one's allowed up ahead.
But like, we've been doing some side quests still, and we have completed the side quest that we did yesterday, you know, with the ghost girl, you know, or like the depressing, lonely girl that, you know, experienced like a such a depressing, tragic, and you know, lonely, like, I guess storyline, storyline. But right now we're doing Natasha's character side quest, I guess you could say. Like, yeah, because it feels like a character quest, like how in Genshin, you know, there's like story quests for specific characters. Oh, nice. When? Coming really soon, then, right? Are you excited? Any plans for your upcoming birthday? But like, I mean, yeah, yeah. I know what you mean, but like, look on the bright side. Once you grow up older, you know, you get more freedom as an adult later on and stuff like that. And plus, well, actually, you're in Europe, so like, I'm assuming that you're like old enough to drink, right? Because the legal age for the US, you know, to drink is 21. Like, to drink alcohol, that is. So like, yeah. I'm here to buy.
Who are you trying to kid? You're that clinic woman's lackey. Did you think the Mutual Aid Society didn't have its own intel?
But like, yeah, look on the bright side, you know? Like, when you get older, you get more freedom / flexibility, and you know, hopefully that your parents treat you more as an adult as well, you know? Like, yeah, because I hated like living at home with, you know, parents and stuff like that, because treating me like such a kid still, even today, you know, like, oh, that's like close to Thanksgiving then, right? I think. So like quite soon, but still a few weeks off, I believe, right? Like,
She's after our medicine and sent you here to smash the place, right? Men, look lively and send this idiot packing.
Okay, now we have to like fight him, I'm guessing, right? Yeah, there we go.
Good times never last. Time to say bye.
I thought eventually we had to fight him, but like, okay, that was easy. Well, like, initially I thought it was the first time we might to fight him, but no, they let us go for the first time. But yeah, second time we had to fight him that time. But like, yeah, you have to be 21 in order to drink in the US, which is the highest, I believe, out of all the countries out there. So it's quite a bit stricter here than compared to Europe. Like, Kafka reminds me of Makima from Chainsaw. Who's that supposed to be? Like, yeah. Because I don't think I've heard of Makima or Chainsaw before. Yeah, who's that supposed to be? Like, yeah. My dad would want to try to drink a little bit, but wait, my dad would want me to try to drink a little bit, right? When I was a child. Same as here, actually. Like, wine and stuff like that. Like, wine is like actually kind of healthy for you, you know? Like, yeah, because I forgot about the effects per se, but if you drink a little bit, you know, it's good for you. But obviously if you drink too much, you know, it's bad for you, just like all the other alcohol. But you know, same with my parents. They, well, not my mom though, but like, you know, my dad was like the same way in terms of, like, wanting me to like drink a little bit, you know, just to I guess mainly for social gathering, social purposes, because usually when you take a drink, it's more like it's classified as like more respectful, I guess, and like more open to conversation stuff like that, It's not, it's not just like drinking just for fun, like yeah, well pleasure, I guess too in some cases, but it's a social thing, like yeah, social psychology in some cases, like yeah, but I also like don't like alcohol neither too, like yeah. It's an anime, oh okay, so that's probably why I don't know about it. Like yeah. Is it any good? Or like how would you compare it to the other ones you've watched? But yeah. If you guys forgot, or if you guys maybe remember, I don't really watch any anime at all. So like besides, Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh before, but like yeah. You should never smoke. No, like smoking is really, really bad for you. Like it obviously kills your lungs. Drinking a little bit is okay. Like wine that is, but smoking is definitely a no-no. And like I don't see any point of neither, like yeah. It's probably something that you have to get used to, I guess, because your metabolism slash I guess quote unquote body has to get more accustomed to, because like it tastes like medicine when you drink it. At least for me, it still tastes like medicine when it comes to drinking like beer or whatever, like but yeah, parents wanted me to drink, I guess, a little bit, just because it's more of a social gathering thing, like yeah, like social psychology, I guess you could say. Yeah, don't smoke. That's bad. Like both cigarettes and like vaping, not quite sure if it's like really, really bad. No, don't do that neither though. Either way, don't do that neither. But I heard it's like maybe not as bad as like actually smoking cigars, but it's still bad for you, okay? Like the old box has some medicine labeled with experimental numbers. This must be the wonder medicine the Mutual Aid Society was talking about from Mr. Vash, I think, right? Like yeah. Uh-oh, we is gonna get ambushed over here as well. But like yeah. A devil manipulator? Oh really? Yeah, I guess you could. Yeah, Kafka is quite sus actually. Like she kind of does look like kind of like a manipulator of some sort, or like some kind of like untrusty, mysterious woman that like manipulates your mind slash body and everything like that. So I can definitely see what you mean. She kind of is actually in game too, like like she's considered as a bad guy, like she's a Stellaron hunter, like, but she also like puts the Stellaron inside of us ever since the beginning, and kind of like toys with everyone, within the Astral Express and stuff like that. So like yeah, that's actually a pretty good analogy, Joseph, that Kafka is kind of like a devil manipulator in some sort of cases too, because she kind of acts like that, within game too, like yeah. I heard a lot about it. Wait, that's why I don't want it. Wait, for what though? I guess like well, either way, you shouldn't do neither or, but like drinking maybe a little bit okay, if it's only a little, but I mean I don't drink nonetheless. Really, I didn't realize that was worse. I thought smoking was much worse than like vaping, but both of them are bad. Like obviously, like yeah. Yeah, Kafka yeah, has always been a manipulator ever since the beginning, I think. So maybe Star Rail, like Hoyoverse, might have got some influence, or like design origins from Makima from Chainsaw, Joseph. And now that I think about it, like yeah, because the character, is quite similar to each other, I believe. Like
Well, look who we have here. Your reputation precedes you, outsider. I didn't take you for a bandit and a thief.
Okay, I think this is the guy, like Mr. Vach, who is Natasha's sister, but I mean, it's a society president, so yeah, society president, so like he is the president of the Mutual Aid Foundation thing. Who are you?
You listen here. I'm the president of the Complex Illness Mutual Aid Society. The medicine we hold here is lifeblood for many of our members. Are you sure you want to deprive them of that?
But like, he caught us now. Like, well, like, nonetheless, you know, you still have a lot to live, obviously, you know, like, yeah, I mean, dude, I'm like only a few years away from 30, you know, so like, you know, I don't want to go up neither, unfortunately, but it's part of life, but at the same time, you do get to, you know, like, have some nice experiences in your early 20s and stuff like that, like, honestly, I feel like early 20s are better than your teens, at least in my personal opinion, like,
Poor patients. Along comes a life-saving wonder medicine, only to be snatched away by a shameless bandit like you.
Like, when you're like a young adult, you know, or like an actual adult, you know, you just have like a lot more freedom compared to when you're like a teenager, which I really like, you know, but I mean, I obviously understand how you feel, because I'm a person that, you know, likes to live young as possible, I guess you could say, you know, like, yeah.
The underworld is full of sickness. What would happen if we left it all to that clinic to treat? My mutual aid society has relieved that doctor of patients at the end of the road. Shouldn't she be thanking me?
Well, like, yeah, he's trying to dispute us now for uncovering the mystery behind the wonder medicine. Like, but Natasha would never give up on a patient, though, compared to you, Mr. Vach.
Seems like you are quite bent on dismantling our operations, aren't you? Fine, seeing as you came all this way, it'd be rude not to give you the opportunity.
Is he going to offer us one of his prescriptions, I'm assuming?
Men, seize the medicine thief.
Oh, never mind. We're going to have to fight him. But like, yeah, fight his guards. But, yeah, that's a great description, actually. Natasha is kind of like a manipulator.
Stand still.
Time to twirl.
But she's always been, like, you know, untrustworthy ever since the beginning. And up to her own dirty tricks within the Astro Express over here. But, like, yeah.
Blast it! What did we ever do to you? Why are you taking away our moneymaker?
Moneymaker?
Oh.
So you admit it then? You're not in this to save lives, you're in it to get rich.
What are you doing here?
Caught off guard.
Oh, as if we didn't have enough trouble already.
Selling fake medicine with false kindness. You should have expected trouble to find you sooner or later. I have a responsibility to protect the well-being of my patients. Or to put it another way, I must eradicate any and all threats to them.
It's a teddy bear. But like,
You can't save everyone. The underworld is teeming with sickness. How could you possibly pull it off?
Right, but he's using medicine in the wrong way, not the righteous way that we
You're
need.
right. I can't save everyone alone. But if I must, I would sacrifice food and sleep to treat them.
Honkai Star Rail is like Pokemon when yeah, it's kind of like, I mean, it's a bit more complex than just Pokemon, but when I initially first played Honkai Star Rail, you know, I kind of thought of it kind of reminded me of like playing like Pokemon as well. So like, yeah, I mean, it's a bit different still, obviously, you know, because I mean, technically there is kind of weaknesses, you know, in resistance as well, you know, per se, like Pokemon, but it's still a bit different than Pokemon's overall, you know, because 4 characters and multiple elemental reactions and like techniques abilities, not just couple of 4 moves and whatnot, I guess. But like,
The
yeah.
debt that Vash owes to the underworld rests with me. All I can do is help everyone to the best of my ability, to the very end.
But yeah, you're right. Like when I first started playing Honkai Star Rail, it kind of gave me some reminiscence of Pokemon.
So stubborn. In that sense, you're no different from your crazy brother.
Which is like, oh wait, so is he not Dr. Vashton? I thought he was, because he's the president, you know? Like, yeah, But, yeah, it kind of reminds me of Pokemon, and like, which is like another reason why I still enjoy playing it, you know? Because I also like Pokemon, you know? Like, yeah, well, the newer games I never really played much, you know? But I grew up playing like the older games. So like,
I'll take that as a compliment. Thank you. Your actions today have saved many underworld families.
I think the newest Pokemon game I played so far was Pokemon Sword. After that, I didn't really play the others, unfortunately, but... Well, like, also another thing is that Pokemon is like not in a really good state at the moment too, you know? Like, yeah.
I'll find a way to dispose of Vash's leftover reagents. Next time the Mutual Aid Society wants to whip up a quack cure, they'll be out of luck.
You know what? Pokemon is like within the Mutual Aid Society side nowadays, you know? Like, all about money and like nothing about quality, because, you know, Nintendo is like power hungry hella nowadays, and like the quality of games, you know, have gotten like, you know, worse over time as Nintendo has gotten power hungry of money, you know? So like, yeah. Pokemon / Nintendo is Mutual Aid Society. Like,
Let's go back to town. I still owe those patients an explanation.
Well, I haven't played Pokemon Legends ZNA though. I heard that game, people like generally didn't really like it that much though, I think. But I could be wrong because I haven't really looked into it much, you know, like, yeah. Oh, there's a bad guy over there. But it's funny how we're playing this quest and we're talking about Pokemon, but like, yeah, Pokemon back then, you know, is Natasha's clinic, but Pokemon nowadays, you know, it feels like Mutual Aid Society. So like,
Is there anything interesting here? I doubt it.
Okay, let's report back to Natasha over here. Oh.
Uh-oh. It looks like the patients have surrounded Natasha. Let's hear what they're saying.
I still wonder if the president was Dr. Vash or not, you know? Like, he didn't... I'm pretty sure he is, but...
What are you saying, Doctor? The wonder medicine is out of supply?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he is. It's just that towards the end, it made it a bit confusing.
Correct. That medicine is a wolf in sheep's clothing. Wildfire has cut off the supply chain. Your ailments need rational, scientific treatment. Relying on pseudo-medicines will only worsen your condition.
Right, you need pure medicine compared to the fake ones.
Rational and scientific, huh? The way I see it, you're just jealous you lost your patients.
How dare you speak to Dr. Natasha like that? Where are your manners?
Okay, so that's where, you know, the jealousy, I guess, the conspiracy of jealousy came from, you know, is that over time, Natasha, like, lost, more visitors because she's just been overwhelmed about the amount of patients she has at the moment, you know? But, like, Dr. Vash was able to, like, you know, gather more patients because his medicine, like, ended up being faster, you know? But obviously they were bad, you know? Like, yeah, so Dr. Vash was able to treat his patients much more quicker, you know, than Natasha, but, you know, Natasha, like, wasn't able to treat their patients like much as fast at all, you know?
Man,
Like,
please think for a moment. How can you still be siding with her? That wonder medicine was working fine for us, and now it's gone because she wants it to be? How can she?
which made people think that she might have been a little bit jealous, right? Because they're thinking that they're jealous of, like, losing business or Dr. Vash's success such business. Like,
I understand your anger.
But obviously
but
that's not the
as your
case.
doctor, I ask you to trust my judgment. I will find a way to access more medical resources and help you through your struggles. If I must, I'll get help from the surface.
The surface. I almost forgot that you were an overworld big shot.
Have some respect for Dr. Natasha.
If it's respect she wants, she better find a replacement for the wonder medicine fast. If not, I'll tell everyone about how she set up Dr. Vash. I'm out of here.
he seems to be the most stubborn patient out of the three, I feel like. Okay. So, let's see what I had to do over here now. Well, like, yeah.
Hurt? Let me take a look.
Nat?
Oh, you're here. I apologize. That must have made for uncomfortable viewing.
Are you okay?
I'm okay. If I were in his shoes, I may well have had the same reaction. Now I need to focus on treating the patients and dispelling their doubts. Let's leave it for now. I'll feel a lot better once I've gotten rid of this mess that Vash left us.
Yeah, besides the outbursts, Natasha's still focused on treating her existing patients still, which
Now's
is
as
good.
good a time as any to tell you Vash's whole story.
Oh, okay.
If there's anything you want to know, don't hesitate to ask.
Was he your biological brother?
No, but I used to think we were so close that we may as well have been.
Oh, so they were not like natively siblings then, right? I'm guessing.
I actually grew up in the orphanage. It wasn't until I was adopted by
Yeah.
an overworld family that life changed for me.
So like not the same, I guess, hair, right?
My adoptive mother always saw me as her own flesh and blood. And Vash loved me like a sister. That is while we were still young. My adoptive parents belonged to a prominent medical family. As kids, we were exposed to all kinds of medical texts. When we were older, both of us got straight into Belobog's medical school. We were on a path into the medical
Well, like,
profession.
yeah, Natasha was, you know, adopted, so like, but like Mr. Vash, like, wasn't, you know, so they're not like natively siblings, I guess you could say, but like by blood, that is, like, what kind of person was Vash?
He was gentle and introverted. But when it came to work, he could be absurdly obsessive. Like a completely different person.
Okay, so, you know, shy, I guess, you know, for personality, initial personality, but when it comes to experiments and stuff like that, he can like, be quite losing control.
Whenever I made a mistake in an experiment, he'd bite my head off. And then a while later, he'd apologize and comfort me. He was conflicted in that way.
Like, yeah, he takes really, he takes his experience really seriously. So Unidos Medicine was his work for the Wonder
I
Medicine?
didn't know he had leftover reagents in Rivet Town. I was shocked when you told me.
Oh, okay, so she was unaware of the secret medicine still.
You fail to make a clean break with the past creeps up on you.
Yeah, if you fail to uncover a leak in the past or mystery in the past, it starts to gradually build up upon you. Hence the Wonder Medicine. Did he really pass away though?
That's a long story. Ever since he was little, Vash had always wanted to develop a medicine called blizzard immunity.
Okay, so the president of the Mutual Aid Society, like, it's not really confirmed yet that it's Dr. Vash, I'm guessing. Like, at least that's what it feels like Natasha is saying over here. But, yeah, the blizzard immunity, like, that's what he was, you know, initially trying to make as a medicine, but obviously hasn't worked out yet.
He saw the human body's vulnerability to cold as a disease, and wanted to cure it so that humanity could survive the eternal freeze. If he succeeded, people would be able to leave Belobog and rebuild their homes in the snow plains.
But yeah, this kind of medicine is pretty important since Belobog is generally like a really cold region after all, you know? Like, yeah, with a lot of like snow and ice and stuff like that. Do you share his vision?
To be honest, I never understood how he'd achieve that blizzard immunity. But I do admire that vision and perseverance. I always chose to believe him, ever since I was a kid.
But yeah, he seems to be quite persistent though, you know? Like, despite him being bad.
Research in the overworld wasn't going well. I used to write to him and ask him to come down and stay with the kids in the orphanage for a while. I thought it might help take his mind off his research. But I was too young to know what long-term frustration could do to a person. It changed him. In a terrible way.
So like she got like Dr. Vash got consumed by anger over time. Wait, I didn't fully understand the whole dialogue though. Like wait, okay, I never understood how he achieved that blizzard immunity, but I do admire that vision. Okay, so Natasha still had faith in Dr. Vash, but I'm assuming that his experimentals and his medicines, you know, in the overworld won't really succeed in at all. Natasha invited him to like hang out with her and stay with the kids in the orphanage for a bit to clear his mind. But like it was already too late, you know. Like yeah, because he was just filled with anger and hate and frustration.
In the underworld, he met patients affected by fragmentum corrosion with mild symptoms. Compared with non-patients, their bodies reacted differently to hot and cold. And that fascinated Vash.
Oh, okay. So once he experimented / found patients, you know, that had fragmentum within them, that inspired him to explore even more.
He began to simulate mild fragmentum corrosion, thinking that it could lead to breakthroughs in developing blizzard immunity.
Yeah, he thought that it might have been the key to blizzard immunity.
Those reagents of his aren't cure-alls for critical illness. That doesn't exist. Vash made the reagents to mitigate the suffering of his patients in the short term. A convenient way for him to observe changes in his test subjects.
Okay, so he was able to cure like his patients, but only just for a little bit. Okay, a convenient way for him to observe changes in his test subjects, but yeah.
Behind my back, he had been doling out the reagents to residents who were kept in the dark. When it finally struck me that something was wrong, his terrible research had already turned him into...
Well, like he was like still hiding something beneath him, like while doing the experimentals with the fragmentum clients. Did nothing seem strange to you all at that time though?
I trusted Vash with all my heart.
Okay.
Funny, isn't it? And pathetic. When his experiments were exposed, I spent a long time with Oleg discussing how to handle the aftermath.
But Natasha had like really big faith with Vash no matter the consequences, it feels like.
Before the underworld was sealed off, there were hardly any Silvermane guards remaining. We spent ages trying to find a way to handle Vash. In the end, Oleg suggested that we banish him and permanently deny him access to the underworld.
I bet you that made him even more infuriated. Like,
Had his victims found out the truth, Vash would have been torn to pieces by furious underworlders. I was young and weak at the time. Oleg must have worried about how I'd react to such a scenario, or he wouldn't have suggested banishment.
Banishment isn't a particularly harsh punishment, I guess.
Looking back, it wasn't.
But still.
He deserved much worse. Oleg and I took Vash to the overworld. He made his final request to us. To take him outside the city to the snow plains he'd always wanted to conquer.
Oh, okay.
His figure gradually disappeared into the snow curtain. I've been telling myself that Vash is dead ever since.
So he ventured upon to the snowy area, I guess, like probably up to the snow plains where the Kakole is, like I'm assuming, right? Like, yeah, for his experimental purposes of the blizzard medicine.
Forgive me. I'm not good at telling stories. Vash was a terrible brother and a worse doctor.
But like,
That's all you need to
ever
know.
since then, he was never been seen since then.
Let's call it a day. Thank you for cleaning up the mess my brother left behind. Here, for your trouble.
Oh, okay. Oh, that was the quest. But like, yeah. So we don't really know if I'm assuming that Vash. Well, we're assuming that I guess Vash is not alive anymore because he might have died. I guess like when like exploring like one of the really cold areas over here. Like I'm assuming like Everwinter Hill, he might have like got stuck over here per se, but it's not confirmed obviously yet. But like, yeah, he has became quite the obsessive doctor over time. In the end, I like to say, like, yeah, could have been like a great doctor, you know, like how Natasha is, but he ended up taking the easy way out, you know, like, well, quote unquote, the easy way out, as in like, you know, like having too much rush of his experiments and stuff like that. Like, yeah. Yeah, patience, reading dialogue. If that's me, I would have spam. I mean, I would have spam if it's like something that's like, you know, an event, you know, like mini games and stuff like that, you know, that I feel like I'm not story driven or like not important, you know, when it comes to characters slash, you know, the overall story, you know, like a lot of times like Genshin, you know, I can spam just because it's just like characters just like introducing yourself to like some kind of event, you know. But obviously for story driven things, you know, I try to like take my time with it and try to like fully grasp everything upon everything, you know, like yeah. And this is like only the side quest as well, right? Well, I guess this one was like a character quest because it's like Natasha's backstory when it comes to her being a doctor, you know, and her working with Mr. Vash, right? And like just the two opposing views of hospitality, I guess you could say. But yeah. I mean, obviously for the main quest and stuff like that, I would have even more patience, I suppose, or try to grasp upon it even more per se. But yeah, I don't really spam at all when it comes to the side such in-depth quests, I guess you could say. But for like events, you know, that seem that they're like quite like irrelevant, you know, then like a lot of the Genshin stuff, you know, I tend to just like skip. So like but no, it's a story quest, you know. So like, would you have like spammed over like a character story quest by chance, Joseph, or no? Like for Genshin, that is, if you're doing like, you know, like a random story quest for a character. But yeah, it's good to take your time because you don't get to ever like experience it again, you know, unless you make a new account, I guess. But you know, like once it's done, it's done. Like yeah. Sorry to bother you, haven't quite got the hang of this little thing yet. Can you come down to the clinic when you have time? I'm assuming she's mentioning the iPhone. Like, I have some personal things that I wanted to talk to you about. Okay. But yeah, it's all part of. Oh, okay. This might maybe like part 2 of story quest over here. Like, yeah, it's all part of the lore slash enjoyment of the story, I guess. But I mean, yeah, despite it being just dialogue, you know, and not shiny cutscenes and animations and stuff like that, but it takes part, okay, like within the Honkai Star Rail journey. When you're leading an organization like Wildfire, it's easy to forget that everyone needs someone to rely on. Thanks for making me. When you're leading an organization like Wildfire, it's easy to forget that everyone needs someone. Right, because how busy, yeah, how busy being a leader can be, you know, like yeah. Is this like an entirely new one quest or no? Let me double. Oops, let me double check. But I'm assuming like it may be part 2 of like her story quest over here. Like yeah. Oh, it's not. Oh, they have a recap as well. Okay, that's pretty nice. You know. So compared to Genshin, you know, like Genshin, I think I have a recap when it comes to like the character story quest, but Star Rail, they like actually have a recap in case you want to like go back in time or like take a review of like what quest you did just now. Well, like yeah. Hello Moldy, welcome back. Welcome back to the stream. How is your Sunday been? Hopefully you had a nice weekend, by the way, Moldy. But nonetheless, how you been? Select story nodes of completed Trailblaze missions, Trailblaze continuance and companion missions to yeah, okay, to like yeah, this is nice. Like how they added this over here, but like yeah. It's been good, I like to say. We're just trying to like complete more of the side quests over here and whatnot. It's been really cold lately though, not gonna lie. Like, you know, I had to wear like double layers today when it comes to like in and out this afternoon. But has it been cold for you at all yet, Moldy, or no? Like, I wonder what quest that was though. Like, you know, that we need to answer to Natasha over here just now. But like, yeah. Yeah, obviously I do have a bit more patience too, I guess, when streaming, because I generally feel like it is a little bit harder for me to like fully understand when I'm like streaming such multitasking too, you know. So like yeah, like if I would just play it by myself, you know, then I would have like a much better understanding, like thoroughly, you know. But I mean, it's all part of streaming, you know. So like no, it's okay. I know you're an hour ahead. Have a good rest of your night, but hope you had a great weekend nonetheless. Moldy, like where was the text message though? Like it was just over here, right? But I mean, it just like disappeared somewhere. No, it's over here. Okay, yeah. I mean, it disappeared, but it just led us to the companion mission over here. But like I wonder what quest that is, so you know, for the Fate's Atlas, because you know, I wonder if that will like get rid of the order or not. So like yeah, because some character quests, you know, maybe a bit afterwards, you know. I'm assuming that's part 2. It's just that it's not. Oh, okay. It could be over here somewhere. Oh, it's this one. Yeah, it's this one. Okay, so we don't do this one yet then. Like, since well, I mean, we can. Like, well, like this one, you know, technically you're supposed to do it like after this main story quest over here, and like perhaps after this quest too. At least that's what it looks like from the timeline over here. So like, so we don't do part 2 of Natasha's story quest just yet, I guess. We can do Hook's quest, I guess. Okay, it's like 11 PM over here though, but yeah. This quest is still locked right now. Should we do one more quest or no? Like, we did part 1 of Hook's quest before. You know? It was, that was like a real long time ago, but I can't quite remember exactly what happened, because it's been over 6 months. But I know, like, it wasn't a really happy ending. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Hook apologized to her dad for not being able to recover the detective that he's been trying to really hard find. Fursman confronted Hook, saying that his real treasure had always... Yeah, so like Dad's real treasure has always been Hook the entire time. Like his daughter. Let's see. I'll leave this for next time, actually. Like, yeah. Because we still need to do this one, but we cannot do this one until the following day. Let's see what other quests are to do. I think everything over here is completed, but this is like for the museum event, though. This one, I don't remember what it was. I'm pretty sure we don't play this one for a while. What's this one? Yeah, this one may not play until Ampharos or some other time of the region. I might need to ask others like on like when to play this one, but it says continuance Trailblaze, so like I'm not quite sure, you know, where exactly the timeline's supposed to be, because some quests, you know, you don't play it until like this one over here. You're supposed to like not play it until Penokone or before Penokone. So I think it's right after Penokone, but like yeah. Okay, yeah, I'm probably gonna head off for the night since we just finished the Natasha's story quest. Thank you for everyone for coming by the stream. Hope you guys have a good rest of your night/day. Tuesday or Wednesday is the new rerun banner, right? I guess. So I guess Tuesday, Wednesday will be a Genshin stream, I suppose. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. And hope you guys have a good rest of your night/day. Thanks everyone for coming. But like yeah, take care and have a good rest of your night. But like yeah, bye.